Tom, I thought you had a deck already for P5.
He has proxies.
Tom always has proxies. He has a color print.
Yes, it's the right model.
He's one of those privileged folk with color printer privileges.
이 사람 봐 진짜 조그매 애는.
Stop.
Tom, translate for us.
Alright, let's see that smart bar. Open it up. Oh.
진짜 약간.
Look at that $3,000 Facebook machine.
Yeah, dude,
True.
I bought it for this thingy. Wow. Features, innovation.
What are you gonna do? Like set Dota like shortcuts on or something?
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah, you can like customize shortcuts. Like you can have a button that you tap a button on the bar, it just automatically types GG easy into the chat.
Oh yeah, baby.
That is the best use of that ever.
Innovation.
Future.
Can
Alright.
can you somehow like put certain cameras to less loud?
I
Because
cannot
I'm
do
hearing
that.
like Tom and his parents.
Yeah,
10 times
unfortunately
louder than
because
everybody else.
we're on Skype and not Discord, no, I cannot do that.
Yeah, you can control individual volume on Discord, not here.
So maybe you should fix your Discord, Chris. So anyway, while Tom's parents ooh and ah over the MacBook, welcome to the Discord Meme Machine podcast. I'm Ben, known as Zystral. Joining me we have Tom, known as Thighs, Connor, known as BoatsDon'tSink, the resident boat fucker. We've got Ryan, known as Wibs. We've got Chris, known as celednb, and just down here in the background chilling is Tony, known as Toku. So that's pretty much the intro sorted. That was a lot less. What are you doing? Alright, while he's preoccupied. So we've just spent the last one.
Wait,
What?
You didn't explain what we're even doing.
Well, I don't know. Well, what are we doing? It's just a podcast, right? We're just going to talk about eclectic bullshit and maybe a little bit of Vice Schwartz.
Sure.
I mean, like,
Okay.
I can put the schedule up on the screen for people to read, like right here. There's like what, 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4, 5-ish points, like, and then we'll
Yeah,
just go
sure.
through. So I mean, I guess the easiest thing to start off with would be the thing that we've been talking about for the last 10 minutes before we start recording, which is our top 5 decks.
Wait, are we actually doing everything on that list right now?
No, not right now, but like, I guess since we've already written down our top five, we might as well cover that, and then we can come up with stuff to talk about afterwards.
So yeah, so let's just start with the top 5.
Yeah. So
Then start off.
yeah, I'll just put mine up on the screen now. So there we go, and then I can minimize Skype, and we can just look at the most recent sets on. Oops.
So it's Love Live Sunshine, Love Live Original, then Idolmaster Cinderella Girls, and the Capo
Danger.
music.
Not
Yeah,
Danger.
something like that.
Wait, what are we talking about right now?
Top 5 decks, like what we think top 5 are. So
Oh.
currently my
You are-
list for top
no,
5
you
is,
are-
in no particular order, Teloveru, specifically Yamakan, Puyo, Little Busters, 765 Idolmaster, and Kantai. So let me put this here, and then specify that's mine. And these don't have to be in order, but if you can put them in some kind of order, that would be good. So let's see, who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
All right.
So my number 1 is Teloveru with Amikan.
Yep.
2 followed by Puyo, Amity, Arlie. Then I have Kantai. Obviously the Prince. Top line can be whatever you want. Your level 1 game should be Prince. My side level 1.
Yeah, the standard German stuff. Z1
Yeah.
1000 backline. Yep.
4th slot I have Amoroko Pro. Gentle Positive Harukas.
Yep.
Ideal Haruka lineup at level 3.
Yep.
And 5th slot I actually have SAO just because I believe the Yuki combo is stupid.
Sure.
And
It
the
is.
amount of
It is.
and the amount of compression you get from that, and the amount of deck thinning and deck manipulation is really undervalued, I think.
There's also
And
the
yeah,
fact
that's
that
my top
3-2
five.
Senon is ridiculous as well.
Yes.
3-2 Senon just wins games for you that you shouldn't ever win.
Right, Tom?
Me?
Yep.
Right, Tom?
Yeah, dude.
Tom is very prepared.
Well, I mean, he was just at the post office. Let's go with Chris for now. Chris, what's your top 5?
Oh, you wanted
Okay.
me to go? I can go.
No. We'll give you some time to think about it while Chris lists his.
Okay. So first is TLR.
Yep.
Second is IMAS. The original IMAS.
Yeah, yep.
Cinderella sucks. Third is KC. Fourth is Milky, and fifth is Puyo. And Milky can be whatever too. It can be 4 color, 3 color, not 2 color.
Phantom Thief?
Yeah, Phantom Thief.
Yeah, Phantom Thief
Sure.
can definitely win
Let's go
games.
with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Phantom Thief's OP, dude.
Yeah,
Dude,
I
you
love
have, like, the highest
I love
skill
Dick
thing.
Nipples. It's the best card.
I thought the police deck was the true meme.
Police deck is just boring.
Yeah. It's just like you just refresh every turn. Like what's the deal? Alright,
Okay.
Ryan?
Okay, first I put TLR Yamikan,
Uh-huh.
deck stupid. Second I put IMAS 765 with the I Want and the Haruka Gate combo. Third, I put Kantai with the Prince level 1, and then ideally Congo at top end, but you can have anything. Fourth would be Puyo with Blue Splash, and then fifth is probably Milky. 3 or 4 color, doesn't matter.
Alright, Tom?
Okay. First is Tolover. Yamikan. Second is Little Busters, 3 color, yellow, green, blue, the Fusty Soul build.
Thank you. Someone
Oh.
agrees finally.
Third is 765, Idolmaster. Fourth would be Puyo. And fifth is probably Kantai Collection.
Seems fair. Connor?
Mine is actually the exact same as Ryan's.
Nice.
None of these guys.
List it off for yourself?
Toloveru in as number 1 with
Yep.
Yamikan.
Yep.
I'd say, yeah, 765 in second. Kantai in third. Puyo in fourth, and Milky fifth. I don't really know where Puyo falls though. Like, it's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
But Puyo and Milky, I'm not really sure where they fall in there.
I think Puyo is better
Milky's
than
a very
Milky.
strong
I'm
bet.
pretty sure Puyo is better than Milky.
Like I'm looking at my list and I'm questioning Milky, but I don't question the other 4 decks.
I mean, if we're gonna put Puyo somewhere in the top 4, Little Busters has to be there, just by default.
Yeah, I think Little Busters is
That's
I'm
true.
not sure if
They're
I
similar.
agree that Little Busters is just there by default.
not by
because
default, but
There's like 5 people playing the deck.
Well, are we talking about
XD.
common meta threats or what? Like, we're just talking about literal top 5 decks in the format, right? So
yeah, as in like stuff that
Little
you would take
Busters
to a
should be
tournament
there,
and you would
'cause
expect to
it's
win a
really
tournament.
good deck.
I mean, like you
I
can
have-
say
I
you can
have
say
yet
that
to
you wouldn't
see a
expect
real
Little
Buster
Busters to
deck.
win a tournament because no one owns it, but like, you know, if you were to take Little Busters to a tournament, I think you would expect to win.
I would
always
definitely be okay with Little Busters being in there instead of Milky Holmes.
Yeah, sure.
So one thing I want to talk about then, so this is a good topic to segue into, even though it's not on the schedule, is let's put that on that side. So one thing that I want to talk about is the Kantai. So we all agreed that, you know, 1-0 Prince combo with 1-0 Maya. Some people play Bismarck, some people don't. Everyone plays both versions of Z3 though, and stuff like that. Anti-heal is the choice, and so on and so forth. So what's the finisher that you guys like, alongside Musashi? Like, because some people play Fubuki, and some people play Kashima. So like,
Alright.
No, I don't think Fubuki and Kashima occupy the same slot. Like, same slot is usually Kashima or Congo, and Fubuki is just splashed in regardless if people aren't stupid.
I think it's either Fubuki or Prinz for that slot.
Yeah.
oh
For,
yeah,
like, the
Prince,
non-CX.
yeah, the clock kick, yeah, I
Yes.
guess.
Yeah, Yeah, like
I
you should have
actually
So
play-
let's go through and list the level 3 lineup then. So for example, my level 3 lineup of I would be ideal is Musashi, the one Fubuki, and I actually quite like Kashima. Just because like having gates, I like having gates personally. But let's go through. Like, so Tony, what's your level 3 other than Musashi?
Alright, I actually adjusted my level 3 lineup a bit a few weeks ago.
Yep.
I run Congo, Prince, and Fubuki now.
Okay. Yep. That's fine.
The reason I run both of them is because Congo refills your hand really easily, so the cost is really offsetted. It's just, what else do I do? I also run one tea time Congo,
Oh, the early play here.
and that's basically it. It's just more options, because the Prince is at 1, just in case of an anti-ping.
Yeah.
But I'm usually going into Fubuki, because the customizable damage is very valuable.
Yeah, I see that. Chris.
That's my,
Also
that's
doesn't
my,
require you to reverse and doesn't get bodied by anti-damage.
indeed.
So what's your level 3, Chris? Musashi, one Fubuki.
No, my level 3 is actually Musashi, Fubuki, Taeho, Haruna, and I'm not sure if I have one Prince, but I think I still have one Prince.
So you're playing. How many
and-
Taiho do you play?
2.
Okay.
2 Taiho, 2 Hibiki.
Okay.
So, and depending on, like, against what I'm playing, you can usually, like, just afford to just ram in Hibiki the same turn you play down Taiho.
That's fair. I don't see a lot of people
I think-
running Taiho because they're paranoid about the anti-heal, but I see why it's there.
You know, like, the thing is, it's just your best early play by far, and your early play heals are still really powerful.
Yeah.
Like, I experienced it firsthand, like, in Dortmund, EGP, when I played against it, like, multiple times with the Lovru. Like, dealing with the Taihos is just fucking annoying.
I think the other thing as well is
And
that people
you can probably
overvalue
shoot them.
their anti-heal. Like, I've seen people go for the Hibiki play like really early on. It's like you just don't need to do that because then you're just like hemorrhaging cards.
Yeah, I mean, I get, well, like, if you're playing against Index, for example,
Yeah,
and
sure.
you don't have another 0, you just play Hibiki and then plop her down immediately. But, like, you can usually afford to keep her if you don't need to play her on field. But, like, if you have one in hand, like, if you play her down, I think you put her in.
Yeah.
Because you don't have that much search or salvage that you can reliably get it if you lose it once,
Yeah.
depending on how important it is in the matchup.
Yeah, that's fair. So
Like,
Tom.
against Lovru, I don't think I care.
All right. So Tom, what's your Kantai level 3?
Kantai, Musashi, Musashi, Taiho, Prince, and Kashima,
Yep. Ryan.
and that's it.
Ryan, did you disconnect again?
No, I'm here.
Give us your Kantai level 3. What do you think people should be playing?
Musashi, Taiho, Prince, Congo. I think that sounds right.
I'm not sure why you people say Prince over Fubuki.
Well,
I don't
well,
agree.
see, I don't play Kantai, but like, what destroyers do you have other than Fubuki?
Your back
that-
row.
You have your
Yeah,
back
C3,
row.
C3.
Both of your
Your
back
back
row
row.
are destroyers.
Z3 is destroyer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm. I don't
Also,
know.
like your
I-
your entire level 0 lineup, if you have to end up putting one somewhere.
It's not bad as well, because I do run Hibiki in my Fubuki, in the deck that has Fubuki. And
Yeah.
when I play it at level 3, I can actually choose to send her to memory just to customize my damage as well.
Yep.
So Connor, yours is the last one.
My level 3 has 25 cards right now.
Okay, to Connor, shut up, no.
All right.
But-
We'll skip that. Yeah.
In
Connor also just plays one contest, so there's
Yep.
that.
in the last actual Kantai deck I played, I think it was Musashi, Fubuki, Kashima.
I like that.
I like that as well.
But, Chris, the reason some people will actually still play Prince is just for the
For luck.
chance, just for, like, chance of, anti-pings.
Yeah, which is basically Charlotte.
Yeah.
Because against
I'm-
Local
Hey,
Rise,
Log.
you aren't getting any reverses of anyways.
Hey man, what about Shauna?
Yo, true.
Yes, for that one Shiner player in the world.
I'm more scared of not getting the reverse for Prinz than I am of
Of Shana.
anti-burn.
Yeah. I think the only relevant anti-burn is actually probably Telovry's the most relevant one.
You mean Charlotte?
Charlotte, yeah.
People actually still play Charlotte outside of Europe.
I'm not sure. I
mean,
think it
I
has
think-
always been like a part in Europe. The only issue is that all the Charlotte players in Europe suck ass.
But guys, the Kyoukai no Rinne anti-ping.
Wow, get called out. Holy shit.
Yeah, I
Kyoukai
think
even a good deck.
Rinne is fine.
Rinne is
Yeah,
alright.
I think the Rinne
not bad.
anti-burn is actually fair. Like, because against Slavru you're probably playing Wormhole now, so Slavru doesn't really care, but Kantai actually can't remove the whatever the do is called. I don't know, the clock kick thing.
Rinne.
I think his name is
Isn't that
Rinne.
Rinne?
Yeah.
That could be the true. I haven't watched the show, sorry. Would make sense, I guess.
Wait, so do people actually play the green Rinne build? I've only ever seen the blue build, like at any tournament
Yeah.
list.
Yeah,
I
the
do
Rinne-
see
you
some
play
Rinne.
it for the bar combo. Like the level 3 bar combo is great.
I played against it both in France and Germany.
Yeah, like I've played against the green build, and I do think it's a good deck. I just never see it.
Wait,
No,
who
people
has it?
played it. Like I've just played against it yesterday.
So I mean,
Who
okay,
has
so
it,
let's.
Ryan?
I want to quickly
Us.
touch on. I want to quickly touch on the fact that Tony mentioned Sal. So like, obviously, Zakan Yuki is nuts. Sinon is nuts. Like the deck is full of just silly cards, and like I would also probably put it in my top 10 actually, but I don't know about top 5. So like, what do you think it has over Little Busters or Milky Holmes?
See, basically, it's just taking 2 cards out of deck. Doing that multiple times is just increasing your refresh rate. Compress out the ass. Sure, your Yukis die, but you're never empty-handed.
Yeah.
I
the
mean,
ability-
every modern deck can do that though. Every modern deck can do that.
Yeah, like Milky
not
Holmes.
just-
they
it's
don't-
not just that.
but
What
can
what
every
special
modern
thing-
deck-
What special thing does Sal have at any point in the game over any modern deck that can compress well and get the cards it needs for free or for cheap?
I
Like,
don't
what
think
is Sal
I don't think anything is as close to as good as Yuki. Like nothing even comes remotely close to Yuki.
Oh, Rin
Yeah.
is pretty close.
Yuki's a
No, it
discard
isn't
out
close, because Rin only
and
moves one card
spins your deck
and
a
Rin-
ton.
fetches specific targets. Like
Are we
if
talking
Rin
about,
was
like-
stuck at level 1 for another turn, you're probably not very happy.
So like, is there actually any combo in the game that lets you ditch and deck then 2 cards per turn, like per combo piece, without requiring any like reverse or anything?
Yeah, but that doesn't win you
There
the game. It's just an advantage combo. Like it's not game like it's good, but it's not something that's gonna win you the game because like the advantage in the mid game is something that every deck can get, and the
Well, it's
compression
not-
you get
well-
isn't tangible enough advantage over like I don't know even Little Buster. It's not enough of an advantage over something like Little Busters, which has so much tools to deal with so many decks. At
When you
every
think about
level,
Little
like,
Busters, there's like,
There's multiple
compare Little Busters
here
to
that are
Sal.
working differently. Because first of all, Sal is a gold bar combo, and you need to draw the climax with Little Busters. That's like just the first thing, and still
But
you're
do you
searching out
do you
4
do you
cards.
understand what I'm saying though? Like advantage in the mid game, like these climax combos that give you advantage. It's not a game-winning trait. You can't say like this deck is
No,
top
no,
10, top 5 because of the card. Like what
no.
exactly?
Okay, I'm actually
makes-
gonna say why I think it's. I don't think it's top 5, by the way. But like the issue is if Sal has somewhat favorable cancels mid game, you just build off enough resources that even if you get to level 3 and you like when you double scene on somebody, like even if you're behind, you're just healing back down to 3-0, and then you can just do like shit again because Xenon just stays alive. If you draw another book, you just do the whole shit again because you can't actually remove Xenon, because if the opponent takes the 4, he just probably dies. Like he's very likely to die.
I think it's just a
Sure.
combination of things.
But
Like,
it's
for example, the fact
not.
that it's a discard outlet, the fact that Sal has, like, okay, Little Busters has the Ricky, right? And the Little Busters has anti-damage. But Sal's got what? They've got the Knights, they've got
You got
an
laser
early
cannon.
play. The early play's a draw to drop on as well, I think, which makes it even
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah,
it
like
is.
that, which again improves your like refresh rate, improves your consistency, and just it gets you there. I think that's the really big thing about it.
It's just
See,
a
like-
really
like-
highly consistent deck.
Yeah, everything just comes together, and I mean,
It's just a really good package.
exactly.
The individuals aren't as good as other individuals, but
Yeah, I mean, like, if you look at
I
Little
think
Busters
Yuki might
compression
be
engine,
better
right? Little
than a
Busters
lot of
plays the
other
2-1
cards.
bar combo, which gives you 2 stock. Like, it's sure it's blind stock, which is kind of risky, but you know you're searching for that 2-1 with a 1-0 costless
you can
combo.
You can just sum it up. Little Buster, sure, it has a higher ceiling, but it doesn't reach that ceiling as often as Sal does.
Yeah.
No, it. What? Are you kidding me?
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it
No, it
does. I
doesn't.
play the deck. Yes, it does. I play the deck more than any of you guys. It definitely has. It reaches its ceiling consistently. Like, none of the top decks, none of the top 10 or 15 decks can't reach their ceiling consistently. That's not special. Like, if you're gonna say something's top 15, top 10, top 5, right? These decks all can get all can reach their ceiling consistently enough for it to matter, and they can all get their own resources. They can all get the things they need. So saying that Yuki saying that Yuki is like a great advantage combo, sure, it's a good combo. It's like really, really good. But that can't be the main reason why you say something deserves to be top 5 or top 10, because it's not special among all these top 10 sets, because they all have really, really good ways to get advantage. Right? It's not
well,
special.
it's not just the advantage in itself. It's the fact that you have advantage mixed with hand fix, mixed with deck thinning.
But
it's
every
all-
deck has the elements. Every deck has.
But
hand
nothing's
fixing.
nothing
Nothing
as
does it all
fast
No,
in
no,
as
no,
Yuki.
Tom, I think you're misunderstanding here. Like,
Nothing's as fast as Yuki.
Nothing has
But
all
it's
Also,
not-
don't think.
in one card on a gold bar.
I still don't think you can use it as a reason to say something's top 5.
Okay,
It's just
okay,
at
so-
the end of the
so
day,
Chris
it's
brought-
just an advantage combo.
See, Chris brought this up earlier when he said that if you get favorable mid-game cancels, the deck snowballs extremely hard. And like the Yuki combo, because it deck thins 2 cards per combo, it increases your chances to get those favorable cancels mid-game that lets you snowball hard. Because you can snowball very hard in that deck.
But I think the point that Tom and I are trying to put across is that because of the presence of Ricky, because of the presence of your level 1 back row supports, that Little Busters can also get those just as well. And I think that
no,
I mean, Little Busters also just. Well, here's the thing about.
issue that Puyo has.
Here's the
That's-
thing about Little Busters, though. Little Busters will win, like, I don't know. It'll just get free wins. Just undeservedly at level 1. Because it runs a +2 soul combo that's free. That gives it cards in hand. So,
Sword Art will undeservedly get wins at level 3 because it randomly shoots for 4 damage.
Yeah. Xenon is dumb.
And the issue I see with Little Busters is the same issue I see with Puyo, that you just fuck yourself over if you don't pull off your level 1 combo. And I don't care if you say you pull off your level 1 combo 80% of the time, and I think that's
okay, what does Yuki do without the combo?
Well, you have a gold bar. You have like 5 or 6
It's-
additional draws.
Sure.
You have like 5 or 6
At level
additional
1,
draws.
you just have the gold bar trigger and drawing. That's it. To get the gold bar.
Yeah, basically you have. I think
There's still an additional
You have-
5
you
to
have
6
me-
checks for it.
You have Mio in Little Busters.
that's
you have,
one card.
You have the
Years,
No,
or
you
5
have 3. You usually run 2 to 3 Mios in Little Busters. You also have the Sis that clock swaps. So if you clock the +2 soul accidentally with the Ricky, then you can get it with the swap TD support. You have a lot of ways to get the +2 soul in Little Busters as well. I don't understand what is your point
Usually,
here?
if you're Ricky, you probably don't have the stock to pay for the clock swap thing.
No. What? How is that what? Have you played the deck, man?
Yeah, and I've played against
I think
it a
the
bunch.
thing is though, like, what is okay? So let's say, ignoring the climax, if you don't draw the 1-0 itself, Little Busters pretty much has like it doesn't really do, the cards themselves aren't as scary. Whereas, for example, Sal has what the 106k Clock on Call Sinon, for example, which is like, it's not great either, but it's much more serviceable, I think.
See, I think Little Busters has the tool to get its 1-0 better than Sao does.
Yeah, because
of,
it has Ricky,
stuff like
exactly.
Ricky. Yeah. So I don't know if that's like an actual argument you can make against the deck.
But then like,
No, like
the thing is though,
1-0
getting the
easy.
1-0 is easy, but then in Little Busters, getting the climax is harder.
It's
That's what makes up for it.
I'm also gonna point out that you can't pull off the combo when you're 0-6 with Ricky because it's 2 color, and that's actually an issue. Despite what people say, it's not an issue. Having 2 colors at level 1 is an issue, no matter how you're saying it. Like the amount of times with Pillar I have to only level green and don't have access to the 1-1 support is a lot. And even if you clock yourself to level 1, you need to sack the top card to be the correct color with Ricky to still get off your combo. And if you delay your combo, the other cards are fucking shit.
That's the other reason I actually prefer Little Busters to Sal, which is that in Little Busters, a lot more of your cards do stuff on their own though, compared to Sal, I think.
No.
I think so. Like,
We have a 105k clock encore, which sounds like a good card. You have a 1045 vanilla without the climax combo, because if you can't pull it off due to color if you didn't draw it. Your level 0s are fine. Your level 0s might be a bit better, but Sao just, like, Sao's level 0s don't suck. They have runners, they have the...
Oh yeah, no, like, it's great. It's, you've got mill runners, you've got a good brainstorm,
which Blasters doesn't have. The plussing brainstorm is actually a decent support.
Yeah, but like...
And Sao puts pressure on the opponent because Sao field wipes the opponent every turn. Little Busters doesn't field wipe the opponent until maybe level 2, if even then. So you don't put nearly as much of a strain on the opponent's resources.
I don't know. I think just it's
Like,
you're not straining their resources on the field though, but like, you've got the anti-salvage support, which is actually really good. I hate that card with a passion. You've got
the anti-salvage support doesn't actually hit many decks, and usually, like, I think most people drop the Kyosuke and just run the blind charge one that can stock charge whenever somebody salvages and not just battle step. And that's like fine, but it's still random, and it can still screw you over. Like, there's a very high ceiling with the deck, but it's just too swingy. Like,
that has not been my experience playing the deck.
But there aren't really any arguments you can put forth towards why it shouldn't be that way. Like, there's nothing that makes Little Busters the special snowflake that can't have bad games. That has bad games less
I'm not saying it can't have bad games, but I'm saying the bad games aren't more common than the bad games of other decks. Does that make sense?
No, but they're probably worse games.
Your bad games are worse.
Who cares if they're worse games? If they happen just as often. If it's a bad game, it's a bad game. You're probably going to lose regardless of whatever deck you're playing.
I don't think that's the case at all. I don't think that's the case at all.
No, I think that's
I don't
definitely the
either.
case. If you have a bad game, you're definitely not favored to win. Are you?
You're
Can
not-
you actually
you're
say
not-
that? Any deck?
Because some decks have good recovery options, which can push
Yeah.
them back into
How
contention.
Yeah.
right, but neither Sal
That doesn't
nor
mean you're
Little
favored to
Busters
win.
have that level of recovery though.
No, but I would
Yeah, but-
rather have
but
a
if you
30%
prove
chance
Answer
to
the
win than a
question. Are you
5.
favored to win if you are behind in a bad game? In any deck. Can any deck say that?
No, you're not favored to win, but you're a lot
Exactly, that's my
more likely
point.
to win. You're a lot
So,
more likely to win. A
what's
lot
the-
more likely to win.
A
That's
lot
my
more?
point. I don't care if I'm unlikely
How-
to win. I'm a
How
lot more
much
likely.
more likely? If it's a difference between like a 20% chance to win and like a 30% chance to win or like a 40% chance to win, I don't know if that's that significant. In
I
a
think
losing game, you are probably going to lose.
No, the
That
issue
is-
is I expect my opponents to be worse than me, so I think the chance is higher. Regardless.
Then that goes for the deck that has the worst game while it's losing too. If your opponent's bad, then you can punish them
You
Just
can't
to-
fuck with Little Busters if your game is bad. Little Busters has nothing to punish people if its game is going bad. Little Busters is extremely good if its game goes well. And it's the same as Puyo Puyo. If the game goes well, you fuck over pretty much every deck in the game. But if your game doesn't go well, you get fucked by pretty much anything in the game. And I don't think anyone can really disagree with that.
No.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
sounds right. See, like, I've never seen Little Busters in action, but like the way I think about the deck, I just think it's based. I think it's just like it's similar to the Puyo deck, and that is what happens in Puyo.
In terms of pacing and sort of how the deck's engine comes together, yeah, sure, but I mean, I know
Little Busters
I know that's not what you're saying, but I don't think you obviously can't compare Little Busters and Puyo. But I know what you're saying.
Like, I'm not trying to compare the decks. I'm just saying, like, yeah.
They don't operate similarly at all because I mean, Little Busters punishes bad decisions regarding compression as well as way more than Puyo could ever hope to because of the plus 2 soul combo. Like
The
your
thing is, like,
opponent is bad.
Puyo doesn't
bad
punish
decisions.
compression. Puyo just Puyo doesn't punish because Puyo's not interactive. Puyo is just you play your cards, you do your thing. Whereas Little Busters is more like I'm going to do something slightly better than what you're doing, and I'm going to win because of that.
I mean, Little Busters also has anti-heal, as well as a bevy of other things. Like, the fact of the matter is, the fact that it's a plus 2 soul combo means that it's an extremely punishing deck when your opponent screws up. When your opponent makes a bad judgment regarding, like, milling or compression.
I don't think it's extremely powerful tool if your opponent messes up. It's usually an extremely powerful tool if your opponent just
Are you saying what? You can make bad calls regarding compression? We all do. We've all done it. We've made decisions that were, somewhat unclear, or we could have done something else, and it now turns out to be, a bad.
Yeah, but I think if it's like if you play the odds and lose the odds, that's not a bad decision per se. Like if you mill 3 and hit 3 climaxes despite having like 4 climaxes left in your whatever card deck. Or no, you're not milling 3, you're milling 3 clean and then triggering 3 climaxes. Was it a mistake? Probably not.
No, but like
It usually just
even then, like,
punishes-
the fact that goes wrong for you, I think the difference is
Little
that like
Busters
say,
can take advantage of that.
yeah, like if that
Yeah.
happens, Puyo doesn't put itself in a better position, but it puts you in a worse position. Like Puyo makes it so that if something bad happens to you, that bad things will keep happening to you. Whereas Little Busters is like, if something bad happens to you, Little Busters laughs to the bank. Is sort of I think the difference there.
Wait, how does Puyo make it so that if something bad happens to their opponent, it keeps happening? I feel like the fact that Puyo is just completely uninteractive means it just does its game and doesn't care about what your opponent's doing
Well,
or how their
exactly.
game's
That's what
going.
I mean. Like the fact that in an ideal world, what Puyo wants to do is, it wants to be able to Maguro for its Amity combo or Amity for the Maguro combo. It actually doesn't matter what order you do it in. Like, if you can do both level 1 combos at level 1, then your opponent will just be so far behind on damage, and even if they wipe your field repeatedly, you will still have cards to fight them with. So they have to keep expending resources to take down your stuff, and at that point you just drop your Amity, you fetch your Ala, and even if you're at 3-0 and they're at 3-0, it's like, sure, they equalize on damage, but you have like ready to kill them, whereas they've probably had to work just as hard to even maintain their lead. So they're probably not anywhere near as set up for their game as you are.
I think you actually prefer, like, usually you don't even want to do the level 1 combo, the bomb combo unless you're level 1 first and have somehow both colors, or if you draw the bounce. And like if you have the choice between doing Maguro combo twice with the Salvage Brainstorm and the bombs, against a lot of decks you probably choose to do Maguro twice.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like Magro's
because it's a
Magro's a
stun soul and
disgusting
because
card. Yeah.
And because it turbos you to your next refresh.
Yeah.
A
Exactly.
lot faster than anything else does.
Yeah. So I mean, whilst we're on the topic of like, so just before we started recording, I don't remember who it was, but one of us said like, "Oh, do you want the top 10 decks in the game? Just look at the top 10 most recent releases," and then we realized that actually a lot of these decks aren't actually that good. I mean, they're all like, slightly above average. But like, for example, Love Life Sunshine's been out for like what 2-3 weeks now, and I think the consensus is that it's worse than OG Love Life.
Yeah.
Wait. Are all the recent sets slightly above average? I feel like Sunshine is below average.
I feel like
That set
Sunshine
sucks.
is an awful set.
Yeah, Sunshine is pretty bad. Like, Dal Segno.
I think Sunshine's
like,
It's
I
like,
think Sunshine is average. Like,
yeah, Sunshine is okay.
I mean, Sunshine also does only have
If you
one
get a
set to
second
work
set,
with.
and the second set will make it better than OG Love Life.
Probably.
Maybe.
That's just the result of
that's
Power
not
Creep.
something we talk about now. But the set as it is right now is like,
Yeah.
okay.
I think that's just the result of Power Creep, though. Like, for example, like,
You
Dal-
don't feel terrible playing the deck.
yeah, but like Dal Segno and Dio, DC3, like, those decks were, like, DC was already pretty good, and then the new cards made it better, and then you got the new Dal Segno deck, which is just also disgusting
Well,
if it goes off.
DC was okay, and now it's like, now you don't feel bad playing it. And Dal Segno is just,
I think Dal Segno is just pretty whatever.
I do.
Yeah, I
too.
also
I
think
think it's pretty whatever. I
Despite
think
Steve winning match with it, I don't think it's amazing. I would much rather bring a Capo deck than a Dal Segno.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree
I
with that.
wouldn't feel bad. I wouldn't feel bad playing DS, but like I think DC is really good.
Yeah, but that's just because there are more cards.
DC
I think that's just because there are more cards to support the
That's because
DC
the
engine.
card pool is
Yeah,
just
exactly.
more
Yeah.
vast.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
I mean, like, so, like, okay, so
DC is
let's go
above
through them and put
DS.
out of 10. Actually, let me just bring up a new notepad. There's gonna be a lot of these.
The thing about DS too is you actually don't have a single finisher that's not on reverse.
So, for
Well,
Love Life Sunshine,
doesn't
what are
DC
we?
have
What's
that
the
exact
consensus for Love Life
issue?
Sunshine out of 10?
No,
It theoretically has like a burner,
It-
but you
DC
don't
has a
play
burner.
that. But you can like go for like come into play ping things, which you usually don't. But DC just has a lot better ways of either mitigating damage through compression, like with Sedokai, or healing a lot more like Magic. Like Magic has a really good sustain game, and Dal Segno just does things, but it doesn't really do impressive things at any point in the game. Whereas Magic spikes really hard at 2, and Sedokai just compresses really well, I guess, and has a Marika, kind of, basically.
So, what are we rating Love Life Sunshine out of 10?
out of 10,
Yeah,
out of like the newest 10,
as in like
or like as a scale 10,
as a scale 10.
5.
5.
5.
I think it's meh.
Yeah, 5 sounds
All right.
It's
right.
not it's not it's just
So-
meh.
And then DSDC.
Like a 6.5.
7, 8.
I'd say.
Are we rating the set alone or?
Yeah, the set on it, like, or rather the series, like the decks.
Wait, I don't
The
think it's
series
fair.
DSDC
Set on
or
its
the
own,
set
or the
DSDC.
series?
The set on its own is
Wait.
very meh, but like the deck itself, like, as in all
I
the
don't
decks
think-
overall.
So I'm gonna have 2 different ratings for this. For the DC decks,
Yep.
I think they safely jump from like a 5-6 rating to a 7-8.
Yep.
With this new pack, I think the Dal Segno decks are just very lukewarm, sitting between the 6-7 rating,
So I think like
because they
yeah.
don't do anything amazing.
I mean, I would probably give them both 7s overall, personally.
Really,
I don't think you can give DC the same rating as.
I feel like DC is miles better than DS just because of the bigger card pool and more options.
I mean, we can say like 7 to 8, depending on which build you are.
I mean, DS shares the same card pool as like the
Yeah,
only relevant.
they share the same card pool, but
I mean, the only
DS
relevant.
decks are bound by the Kazanija trait.
Sure, but like the only relevant tricks that you would probably splash or be interested in are the events, which aren't
Yes.
trade specific at all.
Yeah.
So like
Xylophone
you
magic.
could stick
No,
stick
the,
Kawa in DS, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know how much of an advantage you would give DC for that, because like you'd have to look at specific character like trait-based tricks that are that much better than what DS has to offer. And I don't know if I'm not entirely sure.
Oh
I mean, like,
my
if you look at the
God.
3 major traits for
And
DC,
Sedokai.
The three major traits for
let's
DC
say,
all do
Seitokai
something
and
better.
Shinbun have probably one of the most OP combos I've ever seen
Yeah.
lately in the Rika Stock Soul.
Yeah.
The Rika
Yeah.
Stock Soul is such
It's
a
insane.
dumb card. It's,
I
Shinbun
don't think it's-
specifically has
I don't
a
think-
really good mid game in the Himeno Bomb
Ooh.
and the promo Mikoto. And the vanilla Mikoto from the anime set is also really good for its mid game. Shinbun also has the option for the Sarah early play, which is very good as well.
doesn't the deck also have an on-demand refresh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like, without looking at the events, you can already see that a lot of the DC decks, because of its card pool in character effects only, already has a vaster. I guess that could be the word. A vaster.
They're
effect
just better
pool that they can
cards.
use.
I don't think it's a vast advantage. It's an advantage. I don't think it's that big.
But it is an advantage nonetheless.
Yeah. Like,
yeah. But
sure.
I was just responding to the assertion that it's just like a huge thing in favor of DC because it's not really. Like,
Yeah. All right, so let's
then,
the
like,
important.
let's move on because
be
we are
active by
spending a
DSL
while on
same.
this. So the next set is Kiz.
Ooh.
Now
Kiz.
I'm a big
I
fan of
think it's good.
Kiz,
A lot of people think
Eh.
it's bad.
but I
Ew,
don't
no.
think Kiz is very good.
Really? Really?
I think it's good.
I think
Well, Ben, I think you think the deck sucks because you play Noriko level 3.
That's
Yeah.
that's
Actually, I think Noriko isn't even wrong. Like, I think Noriko is a valid
I think
choice.
Naruto is
I mean, I've
agree.
tweeted my build since, so I've added a few copies of the 3/2 early play Honoka heal, and even then the deck feels a little bit clunky. Like, I mean, from everyone knows that Bond is a busted mechanic, and the individual cards are all busted. Like the 0/0 Hisomu, I think, is busted. The 0/0 Yuta is busted. I think the 1/0 Katsuhira Suicider that bonds for the 3/2 Chidori, I think that's insane because it's
I
small
think
enough.
that card's actually my MVP of the set.
Yeah, the card, like, it's small enough to
Just-
shred everything, which I love.
See, so I play Kiznaiver quite a bit, and honestly, I think the deck is amazing. You just need to hit a good Yuta, 2 or 3, like within 2 or 3 turns,
Yeah,
and then like the deck goes off really well.
I think
Yeah.
it's the presence of having Yuta as a card that allows Kiznaiver to be a better set than what's been shown before.
yeah.
Having that accelerated mill through early in the game is really valuable, and having it linked to a plussing mechanic, which is Bond, is even better.
Yeah,
Plus
like,
you
there's a
mentioned
lot
that
of dumb
you've
stuff
got-
you can do in terms of sequencing.
And not to
and,
mention
like,
there's like power linked to it in 2 different effects.
Yeah.
Where once your bonds are dead cards, you can sack them for power.
well, not even
as
that. Like,
well.
your Bond isn't even a dead card because the 0/0 Nico Bond for the 1/0 Maki combo.
Yeah, the 0/0 that card's good. Yeah.
That card's also insane.
let's
Yeah, it gives
say-
you soul. Like, that card alone mitigates the fact that your combo's attached to a 2k1 soul climax.
No, okay. See, the issue with the Kiznaiver deck is if you go into level 1 and you do Yuta and you hit dead, you get absolutely nothing of value. The deck doesn't do anything. That's the only issue. Like if you get a good Yuta
No.
off, and your mid game is okay, and then you go into a decently strong late game with the double early plays.
I think the biggest issue the deck has is that your end game is just meh, regardless of how you build it.
Yeah, like
I agree.
the best level
Like,
3
I'll
the best
say-
level 3 you have is
well-
Katsuhira, and Katsuhira doesn't kill people.
Yeah.
Really?
Alright,
You
so,
think-
like, but what you have is like the Chidori ping.
Oh yeah,
You have
cool. Pay
Chidori
3
ping,
deal
and you
1.
have
Amazing.
Noriko revenge ping. The problem with the Noriko I see is that if you hit 3 second, she's dying.
Yeah.
10k with the climax is nothing compared to what's been what
Well,
the power line
if
is right
you
now.
play the Noriko, you obviously play
The 2/1
the
Yuta.
2K
Yeah.
support.
Which is good. Like
And
that,
just-
it
and
also helps you
30K
Katsuhira.
is like fine.
But it still feels bad.
Like,
My
if
problem
you,
with
if you
the-
triple Noriko, the opponent
Oh.
maybe counters over 1 lane.
My problem with the Noriko combo is that it takes climax space away from the door
Yeah.
combo, which I think the
Yeah,
deck
that's
is really.
that's the
Because,
biggest
yeah,
issue.
the
The
deck
deck-
must run the door combo.
The deck runs out of gas so fast without the Katsura door combo because you're basically like you just need You're spending so much stock on Katsura, right? You need some way to get advantage that isn't based through bonds, so you can continue. So you can try to have some kind of stock going into your level 3. So that's the biggest problem with the pants, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So what's the number we want to give?
Is the Katsura also fetches anything, of which you don't like. You can fetch every card, but every card only fetches a specific card and not every card.
Yeah. So what's the number we want to give Kiz? 7.
7.5.
7.5 sounds about right.
Sounds fair.
I like
7.
it, and everybody else, I'm giving it an 8.
Wow.
Oh wow. So you're pushing up the average. All right.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh man,
This guy's in love with Kiznaiver.
See, I love Kiznaiver as well. I think it's like one of the most fun deck I have playing. But like there's just so many games that you're playing Kiznaiver and like there's nothing you can do and it feels awful.
Yeah, that's what happened to me too. The reliance on the mill is like looking to kill it sometimes. A lot of the time.
Yep.
Yep.
And then like you get into the situations where you've used all your twins and then like you have like 15 cards and you need to mill through and you have no mill options. Feels awful.
Like I cut the 1/1 event and the 3/1 healing event, so like my deck has no events in it now, and I still sometimes cry when I use Yuta, and this is like, oh, kill me.
Wait, you cut the 1/1 event? I feel like the 1/1 event's like actually really good with the 2k1 combo.
It's okay. It's just like
It's awkward. I think actually a 2k1 combo is what just makes the event very awkward. Because
I don't mind
say
it.
up to 1, it says you straight up kill 1. If it was up to 1, it would be great. But it says straight up kill 1. And sometimes you want to use it to salvage a 1-0, but you can't, because you just killed your only target.
Yeah, like the ideal situation in my mind with the 1/1 event is you have 3 reverse targets, you drop 2 Honokas, and then you use the 1/1 to kill an open lane to have that second Nico there. So that way you can front row the Nico and get more overall damage. But that's like an ideal situation for the deck. It doesn't always happen.
Yeah.
But I do like having that option.
I think it just needs a selective something, a level 1 sometimes. And the event provides that.
So let's move on. So next is Accel World. And
Okay, I'm actually gonna rate Accel World really high. I'm gonna rate it an 8 compared to what I've been rating before.
I would also give it an 8
I
actually.
give Accel World an 8 as well.
Yeah, I think 8 is fair. Like
I think people just underestimated the Kuruyuki Hime.
Which
I
one?
mean, like, you're milling 6 cards. You're bound to at least ping 2 out of 6 times.
Yeah.
Oh,
People were just like, you're gonna mill 6 climaxes, you're gonna suck
I mean,
dick. And I was like,
not even that. Like, I think
dick,
the rest,
fam.
like the rest of the deck and all the
I'm
support
giving it a
pieces.
7 max, by the way.
I think all the pieces are like
Wait,
super
Tony.
solid though.
Goes up.
Tony, have you ever seen Tim play Accel World? I've actually seen him do triple KYH and not hit a single ping.
Okay, well that's because Tim's a meme.
I've also seen you play 30 level 3 Kuruyuki Hime and hit 1 of the 6 pings.
Nice.
Oh, true.
Nice.
Where's
Oh my God.
Penguin? Where's Penguin?
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we can't do penguin emo on here because we're not on Discord. But you know that's a failure.
Yeah, I think I'd give Accel World a 7.
Kuruyuki Hime is just ugh.
It doesn't
I
feel
would
great.
never
I
feel
agree,
happy
but I think that
playing
I don't like it either. But I think you can't deny the fact that it is a card that will just like you win games you don't deserve to win sometimes.
Sometimes not off. Like it's
not
not.
consistent enough at doing that.
Yeah.
That I think it's actually a valid
See,
point.
like,
Also, don't draw your.
it's not like. Yeah, not drawing the wind is a big issue because you don't really have any good dig.
Yeah, you do.
You
You
got
have
set
you
one
have the old.
Black
You have the set. Yeah, you have the set 1 for
It's
Black
not
Lotus.
good dig. That's dig
It's
because
fine.
it's necessary.
See, I think
it's necessary.
I only think you consider that good dig because there's literally nothing else in the set.
Yeah, but
I
that's
mean, it's a good
that's the
card.
Not
What?
good dig.
I don't think it's that
It's
good
a
as a
good
card on
card.
its own.
It's a
I don't
fine
think so.
card.
and
it's
I
a
actually think
on-command
Black
bounce
Lotus is a really
good
good
right
card.
now.
Well,
On-command bounces is really good right now.
Next
is
is
to say that I see a lot of people. I think the proper way to play Accel World is to actually manipulate your deck content, so that once you go to your GB turns, you're gonna mill 6 1-ups. And I think like in a deck like Accel World with so much toolbox, you have salvage engines, you have search engines.
you have a top
can-
4 effect.
you got top 4 effect, yeah. I think it is not hard to manipulate your deck in the way you want, so that it is more consistent for you to mill off your 1-ups once you're shitting out your hand.
The thing is, people have been doing that ever since the set released, and it's still inconsistent as fuck.
Yeah, it's still not
See,
topic.
you say that, but like all that hard work doesn't even get you that much of a reward in the end. At the end of everything. It's
Yeah,
like,
compared
why is it
Kuryuki
worth
Hime to
anything?
like, Arla or like Yami, it's just like, eh.
Yeah, well, that's why Accel World isn't in anyone's top list.
Yeah.
Because in the end, Accelerate is a really sad mechanic, but you are
Yes.
killing yourself.
Hey man, you're killing yourself. To
I think
plus.
something that should be noted is that Accel World is a monstrous level 0 game.
Yes, it does.
Especially
with that new promo
with
for the
that-
WGP.
That it's
But level
we're
0
talking- I'm
game,
talking-
I think you were talking about level 1 game.
No, it has this really good level 0 game too. The
What?
fact that it has an accelerated modifier at level 0, combined with that really good blue accelerator, makes it so like you can do things that other decks can't really do. You can field more cards at level 0 and not care, because not only will the blue accelerator and the global sport give you advantage, but like you can just leave, because the level 1 is so strong as well. Like you can count on the fact that you are getting guaranteed cards at level 1 as well. So you're attacking more times in general. And I think that's something that isn't talked about a lot. And I think should be, because it's definitely something the deck can do against a lot of sets.
I agree with you, and I think the fact that like people don't talk about that is because most people don't actually run that 0/0 accelerator.
It's a really good card.
I don't think I've seen like a legit non-meme list that runs that card.
It's
And
a really
I
good
don't know
card.
why.
You
I
run
It's
it.
a costless brainstorm.
I agree that.
Definitely run it. It's not a costless brainstorm because
Oh
it
yeah, it is.
blocks you.
Oh, okay. I mean,
But,
Yeah,
but
no,
clocking,
but-
at level 0 is very
Yeah, it's
favorable.
not really a cost. Yeah.
No, but
It
the
is
thing
a
is though, is
cost,
like you
no
clock,
matter what you say.
No. See, the thing is though, is you clock and you get advantage out of it. It's not like you're just clocking just to mill. Because
You
the
clock and get advantage out of it that you paid stock for.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's
it's not
basically like
costless.
a pseudo Ricky. That's
Yeah,
Fine.
it is a pseudo Ricky tied with more mill options and a bit and hand fixing.
and it
The
takes
problem
free
I
time.
see is that you are mixing one card and splitting it up into 2 cards, where if you fail to get both pieces, you do flop a bit.
I mean, I think you'd still use the accelerator, because you're just going through your deck really fast at that point.
Yeah, that card is just straight up good anyway.
That card's really good.
I mean, you also have like other good options at 0 to play if you don't get that combo, like the mill around and whatnot.
Yeah. You have a pretty good oversize as well, actually. That
Just to
works.
be sure,
That
you're
works
talking
with your
about, you're
macro.
talking about the global Fuko, right?
Yep.
Okay.
no,
Yeah.
No.
No?
Wait,
no.
what?
We're talking about the global Kuryuki-hime and the Fuko
Yeah,
2K accelerator.
Yeah.
Okay,
The Fuko.
Yeah, the
Wait.
accelerate check 3, add
Yeah,
1 ditch 1.
that's
and
what you
then
mean. Yeah, that's
global,
what- I think that's what you
global
mean.
when you accelerate pay 1 search.
Yep.
Or when you reverse.
Wait, actually, the global one is it's pay 1 search.
Yeah.
On reverse.
Yeah.
Reverse. That's actually an important part that people didn't say. Like a lot of time you can't even plus off of your accelerate.
Well, you're not gonna use it on a runner, are you?
You
No,
might.
but like people are usually either gonna play down an oversize or a runner.
Or a utility card if it needs to play.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
if and
Like,
if
you
I
can
don't
use-
think
like,
oversize is
keep
a
the
very common.
opponent doesn't have a good opening play and plays down a utility card.
I mean,
and
sometimes
if
you just-
draw both of your cards, and
That's common. It happens. It happens a lot. What?
it doesn't happen a lot.
It does happen a lot. What are you talking about?
It does happen.
You
It
don't
happens
have
quite a
to-
bit. I
Tons
don't
of
think
decks-
oversize is.
Tons of decks run way more utility cards that they can play at any point over like oversizes or good turn 1 plays. Is that not true? Like,
Yeah,
players
that
will
is
play
when-
more
when
cards that
one
are
of
good.
the sizes or runners or whatever that you're playing, you're gonna play that and not anything else.
I mean, it's not sure. Then you just don't get the. Then you don't do that game plan if you're playing against a runner or an
Yeah,
oversize.
you
Whatever.
have
You still get the
you
free.
have the
You still
options
get
to
the
do
mill.
other
Yeah.
things.
You still get the mill. You still get the ability to feed off. Like your opponent will have to play a utility card at some point, unless the game's going perfectly. In which case, sure, whatever. But like most decks will play some kind of Cantix
You
or
don't
ditch.
want to accelerate quite with this card.
Wait.
What?
What deck can have a perfect game without dropping a utility card? I can't think of one.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
A good player.
Yeah. Just draw better. Just top deck.
Why do
Yeah.
you need your utility when you clock draw to the cards you need?
Anyway, we're getting a bit off track. We're getting a bit too deep in this. So okay. As much as I like to say we're talking about the context of the current game, I feel like if we're going to talk about rabbits, we have to talk about the fact that they're getting another booster, and that some of the cards in it are quite good.
Some.
I
think quite a few.
I think-
Okay,
I
so
think
let's all agree. Let's all agree that that current rabbits is very underwhelming.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
I think blue is the
No.
most stable and outrageously consistent deck in the game.
sure,
Yeah,
but it's still like I
No,
can't
but that's it. That's all
I
it
can't
does.
give rabbits higher than a 5. I cannot give rabbits higher than a 5.
I don't
What,
even
really?
actually give
No,
it
I
a
think
like,
five.
Wait, really? I think it's a 6 or something. It's like
I actually,
I think
Yeah.
I would rate
I agree with Tom.
I would rate the current Rabbit House deck probably 4 because it does nothing. I would rate the blue deck 6 because it's a lot more stable and it does stuff, so to speak. I would rate the Sharuchia deck probably a 5
I agree.
because
Probably
Yeah.
4, to be honest.
really. I think that deck is awful.
I think yellow green has to be rated higher than red right now.
No, that deck is so bad.
No, red is
That's-
actually worse. Red is actually
Red-
worse.
red is
I-
pretty
okay,
bad, dude. I
Yellow
have the red
green
deck.
at least
Red-
does something when it goes off.
Red has a
Red
salvage
does
brainstorm.
nothing even when it goes off.
Red
has a
can
salvage-
have like
Red
the
is a
best
pretty bad,
game
yeah.
throughout its game, from like day one, the best game, perfect draws, perfect cancels. In the end, it does nothing except
What do you mean,
heal.
man? You have ping 5. You have ping
Shut
5.
the fuck up.
Guess what also has ping 5? Pumpkin. Anyway, so
Okay, so let's just say, okay,
No.
Gochu
I will
was-
say that
good
the new
card.
yellow, the new Sharuchia with that early play heal to hand, I
yeah,
actually think
Good.
that might push the deck up like 2-3 ratings for me. Just because
I
heal
agree.
to hand early play.
I'm
only
not
the
sold
heal,
yet,
it's-
but I
you're
do.
Not, you're not minusing.
Yeah, I don't know if
When you
it's.
get
I also think the set got a Ricky. The deck also got a 2K counter with the 1K whenever you use a startup.
Oh
think
right,
that-
yeah, that thing.
Oh, the
Just-
new green yellow
Just
deck?
like made the
It
deck
look-
instantly better. Yeah.
It's a lot better now.
Yeah,
It's
I think
The
probably-
new green
like,
yellow deck
playable.
could
You have-
safely be a rank 6, a rank 7,
You have
rank 7.
see like
Experience level
if you
7.
drop 2 brainstorms.
Yeah.
If you drop 2 brainstorms, you have a 1/0 4K splittable counter. That's nuts. That's so good.
That's like Kantai, almost.
almost.
Yeah, but except
But
you
better.
can show
Yeah.
your
Because
You're not
Kantai doesn't
putting
have a 102k. Because we
You're not
suck.
putting 2 brainstorms in your back. One of them's
no,
gonna
wait,
be
what? Wait, what? Kantai has a 1/2K. You just have to show your hand and have a climax.
Or have an
True.
abyssal on your field.
But true.
Hey, that 10 that 10 hey, the 102k climax counter has a bond for it as well.
Yeah, it's actually really good in night battles. You just pay 3 every turn and get card.
I play that bond in my 25 level 3 deck. But I don't play the backup. Because there's
Nice.
nothing worth backing up.
Nice.
I think, but yeah, I actually further going on, including the new set.
Yep.
I think rabbits. I think Rabbit House. I don't think it would be the greatest, just because I don't see anything worth the value in the mid game. I see an on reverse combo, and I see nothing worth mentioning towards having a big burst of power, compared to like Yamikon with the Yami support, Monogatari with the Kaikis and the on play buffs. I see nothing for power in the Rabbit House deck at the moment. So at the moment, I can't say Rabbit House is going to be an 8 or 8 deck because the finisher is nuts. So ping 1 on attack is nuts.
Yeah, that's. I think
And
that's the whole
that
reason you
could-
play that deck.
Yeah. thing is, if you're never gonna reach a stable point to play multiples of them, because ping one, and then attack is really lame. Whereas you want to be able to field 2 of them, ideally.
Yeah.
And in order to do that, you need to have a stable mid game. And looking at the current mid game of the deck, it's not gonna look very stable.
Yeah, I guess we'll need to.
So
wait and
that's
see,
why I would
so-
say it would probably be a 6-7,
Yeah.
depending on
I think a 7 is
how
good.
generous they will
I
give.
think 6-7 is actually kind of low. Like I think
I think 7's fair.
I think 7.
I think 7 or 7.5 is like a perfect number for Rabbit House.
Yeah. So next is Kantai 3, and I think we're all pretty agreed that's a solid 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
like
Actually, no. 8.5.
that is
8.5?
nuts.
I don't know, like-
at a 102k.
the
I still need
nice.
my 2K.
Sure,
Tony.
sure.
I still need
Shut
my
up, Tony.
brainstorm.
What? Let me guess.
Tony,
You,
play the Furitaka or whatever the fuck your name is.
you want to? Yeah, it is for attacker. What? Do you want the 102k to be splittable as well? Just so you can have a full
Yeah.
like 3-way splittable clamp counter.
I sure do.
It's just
at
1k,
that
1k, 1k.
point-
I
at
printed
that
it out.
point
1k.
you're playing like robotic notes.
Wow. Yeah, that's a
love
historic
Robo
meme.
I play Robonote.
You're already playing robotic notes.
I play mono yellow
So
robotic
no,
notes.
Ashigara isn't splittable. Ashigara isn't splittable.
Yeah, well, I mean, Ashigara is not exactly great, but it's not like it's
Yeah,
not the
the
worst.
problem is like you don't want Ashigara anymore because
She's a 1/1.
she lost her value because
Yeah.
she was an overspec before.
Yeah.
And now you're paying 1 more cost, whereas you're paying 1 cost for an extra 500 power, whereas your ideal backups now will be 2k,
Exactly. Yeah.
and that 1 cost is not worth 500 power.
I mean,
Wait,
even
what?
though you
You're-
have Maya to
You're
farm,
paying 0 cost
The
instead of
thing with
getting...
the 1-1 is that it actually pays out last trigger gates.
That is like the only worth of it.
And then you just blind stock another one from Maya anyway.
Yeah, true.
yeah, it
Give
feels
them
good.
out.
Yeah, but then you just pay. But then you just level up and you pay 2 search instead of 3.
Yeah, I do. There are a lot of times that I find myself needing the extra power from Ashigara.
I mean, I can believe
There's
that
a lot
because
of
like,
times I also find that I really don't care about the extra power from Ashigara.
I mean, like,
Okay, hold on.
if you're
hold
backing
on.
up a Bismarck,
I'm
yeah, it makes sense.
Is Ashigara the 1/1 2/5?
Yeah, the blue
Yeah.
one from set 1.
Okay. I don't do Kantai, so I don't know these things.
I think the best thing about Ashigara is that she's got the heavy cruiser trait, so you can stock her with a Targo.
Bruh.
I think you need to stop.
Can't always stop.
Uh,
So next is
Says the
Rinne.
guy who called
No, don't even say it. Don't even say it.
outrageously consistent.
Blue Rinne is a 10 out of 10
No,
meme.
Tony, shut
Stop,
up.
stop.
My God, Tony.
I think like I would say green Rinne is I could see myself giving that a good 7, like because it's the top end
It's
is
a-
actually
it's a-
really good.
Eh, I think it has to be like a 6 or something, because like that combo is so small,
Yeah,
and it's
Zero.
and it's the bag.
Which combo is small?
first of all, the
All
Sakura
of them
combo
one
combos with
combo.
the bag. Bag makes me
Yeah,
want
no,
to cry.
the Sakura combo is terrible, but the
I
Rinne
think you
3-2
can get-
bar.
I think you can get one lane with the combo quite easily, actually, because you have a lot of like singular power.
Yeah.
But like I don't know.
Wait, Ben, have you
Wait.
actually ever gotten the double clock
No.
kickoff?
Not double.
You guys know that
Yes.
it's Minami.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
I'm
you know,
I'm saying
You
that
guys
in
know that you have a power pump when you play a climb. Wait, no.
No, it doesn't.
No.
It's 5/5 base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're giving Rinne a 6.5 maybe if we're being generous.
I think that's right. Six
Yeah.
and four.
I think 7 is fine.
I say
This is where
7.
Tony says blue is 9.
Yeah, but
Oh,
Tony's
Blue's
Tony,
10.
so you know.
Fuck you.
Yeah, Tony doesn't matter.
Anyway, next is Osomatsu.
I want to say 8.
I want to say 8 as well. Yeah. I think
Osomatsu.
Osomatsu is really good.
I think people have
Uh,
slept
I
on
would
it because
actually
they
say,
thought
like,
it was an April Fool's joke.
I give it 7.5.
I
think-
I haven't
same
actually
as the
seen.
Capo
I've not
for
seen
me.
the deck in actual like in real life because no one in Europe plays it. I know what it does. Like I've seen replays of games, and it just to me it just feels like
The level 1 combo is absurd.
it is. Like
Like-
I think
It's
I think a lot of
I-
the a lot of the cards in it just feel. You look at them and you're like, I don't get why this is so good. And then you see the deck work, and you're like, oh my god, this is incredible.
Well, the level 1 combo is absurdly pushed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
Like, it's
I would give
level 1
Matsu
combo that...
Nape.
I don't think any level 1 combo that's come out since is even anywhere
That
near
has been
close.
that free.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, maybe the
I think
Serokai,
No.
We could-
maybe.
No, the
Because
difference with the
Jushimatsu
Serokai one is Jushimatsu
wipes the field as well.
Yeah, it's just
That's true. That's true. That's true.
you have to
Yeah.
you just play the card. And
You,
that's
ha-
it.
you only need one card in memory to salvage anything you want. You get
Right.
ridiculous power for no reason. Plus your double power back row with the needed utility. You're hitting really good numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, deck is just
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah.
See,
It
If,
pretty much
if I
does
gave
what it
Accel
needs
World
to.
an 8, I have to give this an 8.
Yeah, that's fair.
see, I would actually give Matsu an 8.5. I think the deck is just too consistent at doing what it does to be anything lower.
Would you
like,
say
you don't-
it's outrageously consistent?
Stop.
Outrageous.
Stop.
I would say it's gonna cry against anti-salvage.
Yeah, it would cry against anti-salvage. But let's look at the relevant anti-salvages we have. Is Hatsukaze, which nobody plays.
No,
Sitting
Uh,
Mikan.
yeah,
Relevant
well,
and Hatsukaze
it
is
has-
the same
sitting
thing.
Mikan.
Mikan is the most
But
important
Mikan
one
gets
by
knifed.
far.
Yeah, Mikan
Well, not
does
if-
get killed.
Well, the thing about that though, the 12 player can key in on that, and for the turn, they can just stick Mikon in front of an assist for the turn that the Osomatsu player would want to do their combo.
OP.
Sure.
Yeah,
like-
but then
You're playing your opponent, right?
Yeah,
Like,
but then you just reverse the
Alright,
then you
that-
just
that
reverse
would
the
be a
Mikan and
valid
get a free
play.
plus. Like what?
yeah,
wait,
but then they have a
but it's not a
free
plus.
reverse
You
target.
can't. Wait, it's not a plus.
Because they're doing 0 damage.
I mean,
Well,
It's-
I also like to point out that Osomatsu level 3 lineup is pretty nutso as well.
I think the Jushimatsu on its own is not so.
Yes,
The-
Jushimatsu is such an
Early play or the
The heal 6.
oh
Wait, that's not. That's like.
Wait,
I
what?
don't-
That's
I thought
that's not the
I
reason.
thought the heal 6 was stupid.
That
That's
card is
not
great
the
though.
reason Osomatsu
I
is-
thought yeah, I thought the heal 6 was like attack 1 at most if you play it at
That's
all.
an
it is.
It is. You take one of it,
It
but
is.
like to me, like that
Well,
card
what-
is the same as
but
the glasses in
How
Monogatari.
wet do you get when it goes off?
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like
Exactly.
it's
Yeah,
the
but
same
that's
as glasses in
it is when
Monogatari,
I
where if it
actually
happens,
don't.
you
At
win the
that
game.
point, your opponent quits and plays Vanguard.
I've
Nice
I've
memes.
actually done the Jushimatsu twice at level 2 in the same game before. And
Did you lose still? I bet you still lost.
Wait, you had to
No,
do
oh
this.
no, definitely not. I won it 2-0.
Well, let's also look at Karamatsu as a card. It's a MS combo linked to a bar that he used to stock.
Oh yeah,
It's
that one.
also got really good power.
Isn't it
yeah,
like plus
which-
2k or something? Or is it plus 3k?
It's plus 2k in front of
Yeah.
level 3.
Yeah.
You also
Gives minus 4500 when you play it,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah,
so
pretty
you are
cool.
wiping their field on the turn that you are climax comboing, which means that you have
You also
you will be full field. That completes your condition for tap counter.
the rest counter.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
like you also get the 6 stock if you like triple field them. So you have the ability to rest counter and still drop another like level 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
But the giving the minus power, since you're fielding multiples, you can just kill like anything in their front row, and that's a slot that they can't like anti
Counter
damage
on.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So next is Illya, and I think we have to talk about the two different builds here, because
What do you mean? There's 3.
There's actually 3.
yeah,
Wait,
but
Ben, you should be the one that knows best that there's 3 builds.
I know 100% why there's 3 builds, but I personally, out
Yeah,
of my
because 2-1 Go Mesh is a good card.
due
Oh
to my
my
due to my
God.
PTSD, I choose not to acknowledge the third build.
All right, so
I think
let's
Ben's
start off.
actually
Okay,
good.
let's start with
It's better
Kaleidoscope.
than-
So Kaleidoscope, what do we say?
I think I can safely give it a 7.5.
Yes.
I
Sounds
would.
about-
Because its
7.
endgame is fucking nutso.
I mean,
and
it
it's
is
hard
the
to
best.
see
It is the
to
best
get to
endgame
its
in the.
endgame safely.
It's the best. It's the best endgame in Vice, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the best end game that when it goes off.
Yeah, if it goes off, sure.
Yeah.
But like, the
I
thing is,
think
like,
the
if you
endgame
compare
doesn't want
Kaleidoscope
isn't
now
that
to like say
bigger
Kaleidoscope
issue.
back in
I
season
think the
1,
bigger issue with Kaleidoscope is like its minigame is so
It's playable.
it's so susceptible to getting farmed by a lot of decks, or like it just doesn't do anything.
Are you sure you're talking about Kaleidoscope?
Yeah, I am.
Set farm
no, but like
Oh,
even
Kaleidoscope has 65s. I mean 7s.
7/5s basically.
yeah, but like even
and
then,
it
like
also
even
has
if
a 2K counter.
the thing about
And it
Kaleidoscope is
has
that
a
even if your
2K
opponent sets
counter.
up and like they compress perfectly, I think Kaleidoscope itself is just, if you can set up a triple Kaleidoscope, it's just, I can't imagine anything living through that.
If you can get there,
If you can get there, yeah.
If you get a triple
I
Kaleidoscope.
don't think you.
I think
If you have a
but before the set,
get
it was
there,
hard
but you
to get
don't
double
usually have
Kaleidoscope.
a favorite game.
Yeah.
I think double Kaleidoscope is the standard now though, just because
Double
of the third
Kaleidoscope
set.
Yeah,
is
just 'cause how easy it is.
It's because it's so much easier to collect the pieces with the tech given this set.
And anyway, let's
Um,
let's quickly move on to Zwyform. Because
I
I'm
actually don't think Form is worse than Kaleidoscope anymore.
Yeah, I think I would actually give them the same rating, just because you're trading like your insane finisher for a little more of a consistent game.
yeah,
Like, I don't think
sure.
you're really. I don't think you're
I
losing.
don't
more than
even
you're
think it's
gaining.
more consistent. It's just like you're trading a ridiculous late game for a ridiculous level 2 player.
Sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think
Yes.
the Kuro is
Kuro.
that much more consistent than what Kaleidoscope can do, because you
Yeah.
still have to draw the
I-
climax off of
Hey,
draw
Rick-
1.
Yes.
Regardless
So,
of what
it
it
is
is,
Yeah,
ridiculous.
but if
Have
you
the hands and
but
you
it,
you get the gate, and I've held the gate. Like if I'm playing Kuro, I'm holding the gate through refresh.
Yeah.
It's one less climax.
like
It's one less attacks, but the opponent has 2 less attacks, basically.
oh, you mean you just be Taiwanese and you
like-
just draw your Kuro off your Kuro to draw another Kuro? Draws a gate.
And run no brainstorms.
No brainstorm.
No, one
yeah.
was two brainstorms, no bots.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
fucking
Sick.
amazing. I was just like,
joy.
this is how you play Weiss. You just gotta be good.
Just
Fuck
get
this guy, I
get
hate
good
him
at top deck.
already.
Yeah.
So like
All right.
yeah,
So
Curl's a
salty.
dumb level 2 play.
all right. Let's talk about the third build.
Gem.
Yeah.
Beastanders.
The refresh is actually kind of ridiculous.
The refresh
The
is really
gems
good.
build.
Yep.
The refresh into early the refresh into the heal is pretty amazing.
Kind of like a
But, like,
slightly less
You have
shitty.
like an Akatsuki event and a really good salvage brainstorm. Like
But,
you only
that's all the deck has going for it.
no, your finish is good. Like the only issue is your level 1 game sucks.
Yeah.
Like ZNT, man. Except slightly less bad.
I mean, like, what is the gem level 1 build? You play what? Suiciders and
Lock on
You
course.
play
Pop on
bombs.
Claws. It's like, yeah, whatever.
You play bombs,
Suicide
brainstorms, 6/5s. That's it.
Yeah.
I play the 1/1 that gets markers.
Wow.
play-
I'm a
Wow.
Phantom fan. I want to play Phantom.
I bet
Then why don't you
you
just play
also play the
Phantom?
Burn 7 combo.
Phantom doesn't have last shot.
What do you mean? Phantom's the best deck in the game. Kappa.
I think you'll find that Melty Blood is the best deck in the game actually. Anyway, what's the number?
I think you'll find that Blue Rinne is the best.
Shut up, Tony.
Because I feel that I don't think I can give gem higher than 6.
I give
I
it a
was gonna
5.
say 5.5.
So I think 5.5 is probably fair.
I give it a 5.5.
Yeah, that's alright.
It's lackluster.
You're not like taking averages, right? You're showing all our numbers. Right?
I'm rough averaging.
Oh.
6.275893.
I will crucify you. Alright, so the
Alright.
last one on the list is Milky Holmes. So
Or we missed Persona. Do we take in Milky Holmes?
do we want to
take
do we
it
talk about
Persona?
Persona 5? Like we can talk about Persona 5
Let's
instead.
talk Persona 5.
Sure, let's
after
talk about
Milky.
Persona 5 then. Sure.
Oh, after Milky or
Well,
no?
didn't half of us put Milky in top 5?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we should
Yeah,
try
so like
Let's
Yeah,
talk about both.
I
Let's
feel like
talk about Milky first and then Persona.
Okay,
So
I
like
think-
reason
think
why
Milky-
I didn't put Milky in top 5 is because it's a solid tear deck, and you can't really ante your opponent except for counter.
but the 103k counter is actually cancer.
Yeah, it's cancer.
it's because it's more than
Yeah,
just
you have,
103k
like,
counter. It's like
103K
103k plus 5k plus do other dumb shit. Like that's the retarded thing about it.
It's not exactly a plus, it is a hand fix.
Yeah.
Okay, hold. No. It is a plus because it basically means your entire board should live or has a
Yes.
higher chance to live.
In
of
that
living.
sense, yes.
So you plus through that, and then you hand filter, and then you drop another bar, and then you compress more.
Yeah, backups in their natural, like backups normally are just filters for the card you already have on field. So the fact that you get a card off the playing the counter means it's a plus.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
See, like the only issue with the counter is if you're if you're right about to refresh. Like you have one card in deck, do you counter just to keep your board alive, or do you just take the refresh?
You probably counter.
It largely
You
depends on the
probably-
situation, but I would be.
I would take
think
the refresh.
I would be happy to
It
counter.
Depends on the situation.
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah,
like
it normally depends, but like when I have the deck, whenever I play it, I normally just take the refresh. I feel like the compression's more important in Milky than the keeping that one Ellie alive.
maybe sure.
Well,
but, like I
pretty
think
sure
in
your other allies
Milky,
are
like
not
you can compress so well during your turn that even if you're fresh with like 6 in, you can get to a point where you're not that bad off. I think so. It's not really you're not
Yes.
really losing anything. Which is the other unfair thing. Like I think Milky is one of the few decks that's like for example, Kantai doesn't want to refresh with 6 in. Kantai wants to get as many in as possible, whereas Milky, I think Milky and
Milky doesn't
Monogatari,
care
you're like,
because
yeah,
they're so
whatever, bro.
compressed that 6 in,
Yeah,
6 in 10 is basically the same as 8 and 14, you could say.
yeah. I think that's why they don't care.
Right.
Right.
Shall
So
we
that's
talk about
I
Persona
think
5
the
now?
number is 9 as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
9.
Milky.
Milky.
Milky also is like a good end game in terms of being. It can spread out how it wants to work its end
Yeah,
game. Be it heals, pings.
Well, I mean, like
Pick
Chris,
for
you and
one
I,
on
you and I both
reverse.
saw that game at WGP Finals where someone used Milky and used the 103k counter and used Witch Shelly on the opponent's turn. That was incredible. I think the guy,
That happens often actually.
but like we were watching that, it was what top? Was it the winning in for top 8 or was it just before top 8? Like we were watching that and I just watched the guy's face drop like a stone. Oh, that was incredible.
Yeah, Milky's level 3 game is extremely good.
Yeah.
The only issue is like if you play that gate combo, you have to hold that gate if you want a combo, quote unquote.
I don't think the gate is the go-to, though. I
Yeah,
would
it's
much
not.
rather play her to salvage the
Gate's go-to.
restamp.
Yes,
I-
no. See, Tony, I agree, but I'm just saying that is technically an issue.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Technically.
In the same way that you have to dig for the gate with Kashima on your draw 2, drop 1.
Yeah.
It's like
Well-
it's a negligible drawback, I think. Anyway, let's now talk about the juicy stuff. Let's talk about Persona 5. And I have Little Akiba open, and that doesn't have Persona 5 yet, so I need to navigate to Heart of the Cards. So while I'm doing that,
Yutei.
or we can go to Yutei, but then people at home don't know that can't read Moon Runes get screwed. So let's
Cool.
be helpful.
Yeah, but see, that sounds like a them problem.
I agree.
Sure. So I think, well, since
I
it's at the
think
top
I
of the
actually
list,
have no idea how to evaluate Persona 5 yet.
so like since it's at the top of the list, let's talk about Joker.
Which one? The 2-1 or the 3-2?
The 3-2. It's
I think if you're gonna knock Karaoke Hime, you have to knock Joker for the same stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like Joker in theory is a lot better than it's gonna be in practice. But
Yeah,
that-
I'm not completely sold on Joker.
Joker.
I think he
No,
is
You know what's
the card
selling
that you
Joker?
want to have in all decks, though.
The thing that makes Joker a lot better than Karaoke Hime is the
Is that your
assists.
climaxes that you reveal? No, the climaxes you reveal are not going to get milled. Climaxes you show stay
Yeah,
in your deck
no.
and get shuffled in.
Yes.
No, you don't. No, they don't get shuffled back.
They do
They
get
go to the
shuffled.
bottom of the deck.
No,
No,
it's
And
they
then
go
you
to the
shuffle at the end of turn.
It shuffles at the end, I'm fairly
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah,
it
it
shuffles
does.
at the end of turn. It top checks 3, bottoms 3, and then shuffles once
Yep.
the combo's over.
correct.
And another important part is
Actually,
it
no,
doesn't take up
technically,
time
I
and
think it-
space.
No, because it's
It shuffles at the end of the effect.
yeah. So
Yeah,
you will
it's
shuffle
for
3 times
every-
in between. So it's reveal 3, shuffle 3,
No,
reveal 3, shuffle 3.
No,
No,
it's for
reveal-
every Phantom Thief
reveal
you
one.
top check.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Bottom.
So
Reveal 1,
you reveal
bottom,
1 3
reveal
times.
1, bottom,
Yeah.
shuffle.
Exactly. But then if you have multiple Jokers, then you shuffle in between Jokers.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
take
but,
Jokers
like,
yourself.
I don't think you're ever gonna get double Joker combo off in any
Yeah,
game.
I don't think you do either.
I think you can.
I
but
do.
You won't
I
want
think double Joker is feasible.
but you won't want to, because like, it's
Do you
either
not?
double
Have-
Joker.
You
no,
probably
'cause
just
you're
win the
gonna want-
game at that point.
No, you won't.
No way. No.
I don't.
No,
I feel like Joker's too RNG
What?
to guarantee you win the
What?
game.
If we're gonna talk about how Kree can end the game, how are we gonna talk about how Joker can end the game?
Because Joker's isn't on cancel. Joker can still stick his attack.
So it's an extra, like, I mean, like, realistically, if we talk about Kree teammates, it's usually gonna be like a burn, maybe like a burn 1 or something on average.
Yeah.
Burn 2.
Yep.
Keep in mind that when you're playing P3, you also have, like, all your level 3s are probably gonna be out of your deck
Yeah.
anyway.
Oh, even
And
more
it's gonna
importantly, D3, because you will have level 3 supports in the Futaba, which
Yeah,
means
yeah.
you will have more
Yep.
level 3s and more level 2s out in
Oh,
average versus in actual.
And you'll have the assist, the protag assists on the board
Indeed.
as well. So it's just like,
You do probably also you run more level 2s and 3s combined than most decks.
Right, but they're also
Yeah.
mostly like
Don't
gonna be out of the deck as well, though. So
No, okay. See, you look at the Joker card, and like it's a really cool finisher, but you also have really good defensive options.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
i.e.
It's like
the Futaba.
I don't know if I don't even know if like doing the Joker combo is wanted half the
I
time
f-
when you
I
have
feel like I would
Futaba
almost-
and rest counter.
Yeah, I feel like I would almost rather just play like a really like defensive, just grindy game with the deck.
Yep.
See,
I
see,
mean-
no,
Thing
no,
with
see, Connor,
Joker,
you're saying
the reason why
No,
Joker
no,
The
no,
thing
no,
is,
no.
the thing is, you can
regardless
just put
is that it's a
Joker
healer.
into everything.
It's a healer.
That's
It
true.
heals, and it's a
That's
body.
true.
the other
No.
problem with Joker is that you're running a lot of events, and Joker doesn't proc on events.
Yeah,
he
that
not?
is true.
Hey,
No,
It does not. It's
actually
character.
it's level of character. It's
Yeah.
a character.
Oh,
Part of
level of the card.
Ooh. I
it's just-
thought
No,
it
it's
was
level of the
color.
character.
Stuff with the card.
I'm pretty sure it's character.
I'm pretty
No,
sure
I'm
it's
pretty
card.
sure it's character.
I'm looking at
I'm
the
gonna
card
look
on
it up
Unite right now, and it says Card no Rever Nishi.
Hang on
Yeah,
a
that's
minute.
what I thought as well.
Wait.
I'm almost certain.
Oh
it's
yeah,
card.
Heart of the Cards has translated it wrong. Holy moly. Okay, that's not so bad anymore.
Part of the card always translate wrong.
This is why you use Yuyute instead of
Fine,
Holy Card.
fine. We'll go to Yuyute. Jesus.
Yeah, it's the level of the
Sorry,
card.
people watching at home. You're gonna have to learn Japanese.
Thanks, Google Translate.
You're welcome.
Fine. I'll turn on Google Translate just for them.
Mate, I don't know. They don't have the actual effects. They only have the card images on Yuyute right now.
Oh, it's still
Or the
new.
cards has
Rip.
the text copied.
Oh, that's
properly.
true. Heart of the Cards does have the actual Japanese text,
Yeah, but
which is correct.
okay. Let's look up.
I think
Actually, yeah,
the
Heart of
thing
the
you have
Cards
to
has
keep in mind,
Futaba
though-
mistrans as well, because
with Persona is that you can make the stock for a Joker turn, like one Joker turn, in one round of attacks. So like, I think that's what makes it a lot more questionable as to whether to do multiple Jokers when you could just do something like do one turn, one Joker, and then survive, and then do another Joker the next turn or something.
Yeah.
See, I don't think
Very
I haven't played the deck, but honestly, I don't see how you have the stock for all this, especially
You
when
don't
you have
use-
a
you
3-2
don't spend-
support and a 2-1.
You don't spend
Right.
the stock. You don't spend
What-
stock
what-
until level 3.
I think what you would do is you just play the Joker as a heal, evaluate at the end of turn, after the damage has gone, after the damage has cancelled, their compression.
yeah, the ability
that's
doesn't
when you
proc
can
until the
choose to
encore
pay the
step
cost
anyway.
or
You can
not,
wait.
and that's what's important.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I-
That you get to
actually
choose
think-
when to pay for the. You get to choose whether to ping them or not, based on how that attack step went.
okay.
And
So
not
Tony,
even that, you even get like the scribe first.
Yeah.
yeah. So
Like,
Tony,
you say
in
you're-
what situation would you do it? Like what damage? Like 3-4, 3-5?
I would do it. I would probably do it 3-4-3-5. If all
Yeah.
one of my attacks stuck
do it
for
earlier. I
3,
do it a lot earlier too.
if one of my attacks stuck and the other two cancel, based on how many climax are out, based on their deck ratio, I would just go for it as well, knowing my deck's compression. I know my deck's composition as well.
Yeah.
If I can get a ping for a 1 or a 2, that's just an extra push of damage that can possibly win me the game on the next turn.
And one other thing that you need to like say is that you sorta have a one stock money counter if you have the climax in hand.
For Futaba, yeah.
You don't need to play climax at level 3, so you're actually not that unlikely to have the climax in hand.
Sometimes you kind of have to.
I mean, yeah, just
feel like
just
you
keep up
guys
on
know
damage.
I-
It's because of the
Kinda
power.
have to.
It's because you
Yeah.
need power at level
Yeah,
3.
Yeah.
I feel like you play climaxes just for that extra 1k,
Yeah.
Sometimes,
especially because like,
not
you're-
always. but
Joker
sometimes
is
you
like
have to.
14.5.
No,
Usually.
it'll be no.
No.
It'll be no. So
'Cause it's
like
500
an
for
ideal
each.
field. I'll tell you what the ideal field is. You have multiple jokers or whatever. You have a Futaba in the back and a Protag assist. So what's gonna happen is 2 Protags will be 16k, but the third lane that isn't covered by the Protag assist is gonna be like 13k without a climax. That's the problem, because you need to reverse every single lane. And the opponent can play around the fact that you have a weak lane on the sides.
Right, but then the thing is though, like
I
they
still
can't
think
just play
that's
around
not
it with like
that
say a side
big a
counter
deal.
because the
No,
Joker.
it's a big deal because it's come up in the games that I've played the deck. Just like first tilt, like playing against people who are seeing the cards for the first time, they recognize that they need to shore up on like the weak lane or the lane where the Joker is going to be like kind of
But the
weak.
issue is that there's not really a specific lane. They need to cover every. Well, they don't need to cover center. They need to cover both side lanes.
That's not hard. I'm telling you, it's a problem because it came up often enough for me to consider it a problem.
Sure. So
It's not like you have infinite stock to work around either. You can't. It's actually kind of hard to try field level 3s.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
Yeah,
you said
you
the
have to
deck
manage
doesn't really
your
spend
resources.
stock until level 3, but when
But
you
spend
hit level
so
3,
much stock.
yeah,
It's
if
like-
you're actually fielding level 3s, that's 9 stock for your field, and you've been playing your 2-1 Joker. The red global costs a stock. If you
Red Global's
brainstormed
like
it all, that costs a stock.
Yeah.
So, like, it's
Like,
not like you're
I
completely
honestly-
costless.
The thing about the 2-1 though, you only play like once, right?
Well, yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
And
but,
then
But it's
they
still
will
stock you're
probably-
spending.
Yeah.
See,
But
I think in an ideal deck or an ideal game for Persona 5, you go into level 3 with 7 stock, and that's not enough to get your ideal board. On top of like triple combo
it's not hard to
and
get.
like your defensive options.
Okay, if you want to go into level 3, get your board, do Joker, and still have enough stock for 1 Futaba anti-damage, you have to go into level 3 with 11.
I think you.
And I don't
I don't know,
know
I
if you
think
do
you
that
just
every time.
I think the minimum
Sure.
you want is
Then
you want to play
that's
one
the-
Joker at least to heal.
But you guys are forgetting something here. It's that you sometimes don't need to try field Joker.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I think one Joker to heal
No, no, no.
is fine. Like
No, I'm talking like, well, no, because you need to wipe their
You don't
field.
need to try
So
field
I'm
level
just-
3s. Is my
You
point.
don't need to wipe their field because you will have in your best deck you should have a Mona out with a level support,
yeah, and that alone will
and
just
you have
get
2k counters, so they will be crashing into that. That is one slot that you don't have to care about.
No,
And then Joker procs on empty
the
slots anyway, so
problem-
it's okay.
It's not true.
Well, the Mona is also level 3 that you're spending stock on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
But
problem
But
with the Mona,
it's level 3 that will get you
Mona
stock
is
back
here's
while
the
going
problem
into your
with-
level 3.
here's the problem with Mona too. It means you can't run green.
Yeah, Mona
If you're running
means
Mona at
you
level
have to
3,
play up red.
you can't run green.
See,
You
like,
can't run the clock
I-
kick. You can't run either clock kick options.
yeah.
Any of the 3.
So you have to
I
ask
feel
yourself,
like with the Joker,
well, is Mona worth like
I don't
losing
think Mona
the option
alone
clock
is
kick?
worth red.
no. See, I feel like with Joker, you want the clock kick because the clock kick pushes them to that 3-4, 3-5 range that where Joker's almost guaranteed to kill.
Yeah.
I think the event
I
is
agree.
fantastic with Joker.
The
as
event
well.
is
It's
Yeah,
event
the
is
event's
amazing,
really good.
but, like, wait, how big can Joker get with the
16K.
soul support?
16k
Yeah,
and tag assist.
Yeah,
In front of the-
yeah. So you have a 16k clock kick. That's insane.
I do think it's gonna be really hard to get like the dream field, but as we talked about before, Persona can play like a kind of an outlast game pretty effectively.
Yeah, because you have rest
And I
counts and
think
Futabas.
I think
Wait,
you
how are
definitely
you
can.
16? You should
You
be.
have
So you got 1-5 from the Futaba.
Oh.
It's plus 2k for 4 characters in play.
Yeah, you should be 15-5, I believe.
No, you
no,
the
you get
the
500
2-1
from the assist. You get 500 from
And-
the assist.
and
Oh,
the 3k.
okay, I didn't
from
realize
it.
this
Yeah.
gave you
Yeah.
500.
Yeah.
I thought it was
It's
just
Yeah.
the
global.
top
It's
check.
global 5 all jokers.
Okay, I thought it was just the top check. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think power is an issue for Joker, honestly, just because of that 2-1 support.
No, I don't. Yeah.
That 2-1
Exact-
support
yeah.
is really really good. By the way.
Alright, so we've covered Joker, which is one of the two, I think, one of the two big cards in the set. So let's talk about Futaba for a little bit now. because she's
I love the card and I hate it.
yeah, it's one of those cards that you
Yeah.
just look at it, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
I hate it
See-
because I feel so bad because why does it proc in the back row? Why did
Okay,
Monogatari not
so-
get
so-
shit that procs in the back row?
I
So,
think
so
it
me
gets
and Tony are like
wrecked
the,
by bounce.
yeah, see, like me and Tony are like the two big Monogatari players in Toronto. So like we both saw that card and we're crying because Shinobu.
There's so much privilege in one card. Like the
Says the
only qualm,
Monogatari player.
no, the only qualm I have against it is that unless you're being fucking memey, you're gonna play Shokai and bring this out at level 1. The damage scry is not that effective at level 3 since you only get about 1 turn's worth of it.
Yeah.
It's also
It
not
is an
effective
option,
because
though.
you're not playing multiples. It's just like a kind of helpful ability.
That's the thing,
It's
like,
kinda
you have to
helpful,
remember
yeah.
that, like, if you get the
makes it a
anti-damage
lot
combo
makes
off,
opponents unattack pings or
Yes,
burns.
that
and
is
shit.
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah,
main
see,
thing.
like-
It makes small pings a lot worse. For the
Yeah,
opponent.
no, see, like, it gives you the option where, like, if they have an on-attack ping combo, they ping you, and then you look at top, and it's like, and then if you see a climax, you don't have to anti-damage them.
yeah, exactly. But then as well, you have the anti-damage to make it so that you don't need to rely on the scry as much either, which I think is a really huge, like, the fact that those two abilities exist on one card, I think is a really big deal.
I think it's a really good card, but like I don't know, it just gets so destroyed by bounce. Like
Yeah.
your opponent can get rid of it somehow, and you're like really sad,
Yeah.
super sad.
I mean, the only level 3 back row hate really is like bounce and
I mean, that said though, surely, I think,
Tatsugura.
if you attack and you trigger a bounce,
Katsura
they
is
can
not
still,
good.
surely they can still Futaba before you bounce it, right? So you can still anti-damage them.
You can still anti-damage. You
Yeah.
It's
just
still anti-damage.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
use the scry.
but
the
Oh,
timing
no,
is
no,
before
but-
the trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, but see, the issue with that though is now you have no stock to play it again.
Yeah, that is, well,
I think you take the anti-damage.
I think, yeah, you definitely take
Yes,
the anti-damage.
yes,
Uh,
you do take the anti-damage. Like,
In a critical
Honestly,
game
I think-
situation, you take the anti-damage.
see, like this might be me being a little bit biased, but I honestly think that this is probably the best card in the set.
Ooh.
Futaba.
Ooh.
It's
Uh,
very good.
it's-
I think the only card that can come close to it is Joker, and I think Joker is just not.
I do think this is
I
better.
I
do.
think the Protag assist is. Yeah, I don't know.
I think
Sure.
it's definitely
I
Futaba.
would
Futaba's
say-
definitely
wait,
top
wait.
3 without question. I just don't know if it's number 1.
I
You,
think-
you know what
without
Japan
question.
thinks? Japan thinks Futaba is a 300 yen card.
Actually,
Wait,
it's
what?
500.
Yes.
What?
It's
Hang on,
500.
wait,
It's
let's
It
go back
was
to you,
300 on release.
No,
Let's
I
go back
bought
to
my
you,
on
Tay.
launch
PlayStation
it
for
was-
one-
Yeah, on launch it was 300.
Yeah,
I'm
I
really sad
got
that I didn't
I
buy
got
it.
mine for 3. I got mine for 300.
I mean, it's still
I'm
only 500 yen.
So
Like,
sad I didn't buy it.
I know, Yutei still has it for 500 yen, like, with lots in stock.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm also
I-
kind of sad that I didn't buy my 4th Joker now that it's 3K.
Out of stock,
only-
yes.
Like, I
The
feel
only
like- I feel
things
like
low on
Japan-
stock are Joker, Fox level 3, the Brainstorm, and the Runner.
Yeah, see,
I
like,
don't
I
get
feel
why
like
Japan loves Fox level 3 so much.
I don't
I don't
understand.
know. I feel like
The runner's
I feel like
actually
Japan
not
just
that low.
doesn't-
Not that low in stock. They've got
I feel
6,
like
which isn't bad.
I feel like Japan can't evaluate like these utility the utility cards. Like if you look at Kiznaiver, Yuta was like 500 yen on launch, wasn't he?
Well,
Yes.
now
Now he's
like
3K,
24.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yuta wasn't 980 on launch, I think.
No,
think
he
it
was,
Yuta was
It was 7.
he was
dirt
500. Day 1 was 500.
Yuta was dirt cheap. Honoka was dirt cheap. Everything was dirt cheap for Kiznaiver on launch except for Katsuhira. I think Katsuhira was the only level. No, it wasn't. It was Noriko. Noriko was the only level 3 that
No,
was
no,
over
no.
the 13K.
No, Katsuhiro was the most
13K.
expensive card. Katsuhiro was the most.
Yeah,
expensive
Katsuhiro was like
card,
2 or
100%.
3K on launch, yeah.
No, Katsuhiro was 1480 and was the most expensive. Then it was Shidori with 1280.
Noriko was
Then Noriko was 980.
no Noriko.
Noriko was 1280.
No, Noriko was 1280 on launch.
Yeah,
Okay, then
Noriko was 1280. Chidori was like 200.
Yeah,
no,
that's
Chidori
true.
was 300 on launch.
No. No. Okay, I can look this up because I ordered a playset of the double R's, and I'm 100% certain that Chidori at least was 980.
What's it
I,
matter?
yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. Japan can't doesn't evaluate these cards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, even now, Yuta's still, like, they've got lots of Yuta in stock at 2K. Which is,
No, I think that's just because no one likes Kiznaiver because the anime sucked.
Yeah.
Anime was fine.
I mean, the last few episodes got bad, but the first bit was quite good.
Everything
It
after
had,
that
it had
stupid.
a couple good episodes and a couple bad episodes.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think episode 9 and on is like almost unwatchable. Those episodes are awful.
Yeah.
And I like the show.
So let's get a number for Persona 5. Phantom Thief
7.
deck. What do we say?
I give it an 8. 8.5. I'll give it an 8.5 actually. I think it's a really good deck.
I'm going to go with a 7.5.
I was gonna go
would
with an
go with
8.5 actually, because it's all the pieces are there. I think it's just a
I-
case
I-
of
I-
management.
I'd say 7.5 as well. I think stock is too much of an issue for that deck.
I think all the pieces are there. I'm not sure if they really fall together yet, but that's because I haven't played with it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
not sure if it's all going to
deck
come
a lot.
together how we picture it coming together.
I mean, I've seen the deck played,
Wait.
and I've done a little bit of testing, and it's like, as in, just like goldfishing cards. Like, can you draw this? Can you draw that? And I think
Wait.
What?
Connor, do you still have that screenshot of what I said?
I do.
Oh my god. If the stock charge combo ends up being the meta deck, I'm gonna cry.
The moment the stock charge tops something, I'm coming after you.
well,
Alright.
all the way to Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I have 4 SR Noirs and I have 4 RRR Adieux.
Oh, just to prepare
I-
for it.
I need to get those.
I'm prepared.
All right. So we've been going for like an hour and 46 minutes. So I think this.
Oh, I think we still need to talk about one thing with Persona, and that's execution.
Oh
Did
yes,
it improve
that's
as a set?
yeah. The new
I
execution
haven't
is
brewed anything for execution yet, to be honest.
I think you
And
play
I've
red
played
in your
the deck.
execution.
I've played the deck probably more
I think
than
you play Adieu in the
only one
execution
that has
deck.
played the deck more is probably Alf.
You play a dude. I think you also play OMG. We are so awesome.
Yeah,
Yes,
same.
I think you play both of those.
Yeah.
I don't maybe you don't need a do. I think you can maybe in the execution deck run 8 gates. Like run the Mona combo. I think that could work. But that would be something like you need to test.
I just think you want the stock.
I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, I think you
is-
do too.
Because in the very end, execution is an 8 cost event.
Yeah.
Likewise,
Well, it'll
you
be
can also
7 costs because you're playing the Amagi.
True.
Yeah. But I think having the extra stock as well is nice because so if you're playing the 2-1 stock charge combo, you're also playing the level 3 Nor. So which I think the level 3 Nor is really good with execution because you can control the
You can
damage
control your
output.
damage. Yep.
Yeah.
See, I just think you go like 8 gates, so that way you can just spend or like play a bunch of costless beaters and you just build your stock without spending it. And then you just trigger your gates to keep your advantage.
But the thing is, the Haru, the Noir, the stock soul combo actually also just gives you field.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they're like what 9?
They're 9.
9 on the defense.
They're 9
And offense?
They're 9 pre-support, which
Yeah.
is like pretty silly.
It's yeah.
What's your early play con?
You need to level 3 at the level 3 in clock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the other thing about Futaba that's important to talk about is that it is worse and better than typical anti-damage because of the fact that you make the decision to use Futaba before trigger. And sometimes, like, that matters a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Sometimes, because your opponent can, if you're good, you can force your opponent to make a decision to anti-damage before they're ready. And it usually feels really bad, because you're spending 3 stock. Having less information to use Futaba effectively is a pretty big factor, I think. Still a
And
good
you also
card.
can't forget that it eats up a climax space.
I don't think you have a climax space issue in the deck though. If you're running the card, I feel like
I think it's you're either playing. Well, yeah, because if you're playing Futaba, you're not playing Noir.
yes.
So
No,
it's-
well, if you're playing Futaba, you're not playing a level 3 finishing climax combo.
Yeah, so you're just playing the 2-1 Joker combo, which is fine. Like, I think that's completely fine.
I mean,
Like-
really, you're just playing any other combo, really.
Like honestly, like Futaba with Panther and Joker would be really nice too at level 3, but you can't do
Yeah.
that. Needs a climax.
The gate combo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Probably
when
just
when the gate combo was first released, like the Panther combo, I actually thought about making my deck the Panther gate and the Futaba pants.
I did as well. Yeah.
And like on if Persona just got a little bit more decent level 1 game, I think that would have been the build. But its level 1 game is
definitely-
it has an okay level. It's like about as it's
I
like
don't think it's trash. It's just nothing special.
it's so
Like
Yeah,
you have
okay,
an Ellie clone with 2k backups.
Yeah, but
like,
it's
not
not
good
good enough to
good
play
enough.
on its own, I think.
Okay, so
Yeah, no,
Tom,
it's
you're
okay,
saying
it's not-
that's
it's not good.
okay. Tom, you're saying that's okay, but you're saying Kaleidoscope's level 1 game is trash.
wait, when did I say it was trash? I just said Kaleidoscope's mid game is meh, and so is Persona 5 without either level 1 combo.
Yeah, which is I think that's fair.
yeah.
I never said it was trash. I just said it was like, oh.
I think it's passable, but I don't think it's good enough to support the deck in like.
It's not worth
An
giving up.
environment
It's not
against
worth giving
other-
up. For Panther.
I don't think the deck can survive without a level 1 combo of some sort. That is the
Yeah,
issue. Like
you
your level 1
can't
game is
survive with-
passable,
yeah.
but it's not. I can skip out on playing a combo here. Passable.
You're if you do it, you're relying on,
Your gate triggers.
no,
You-
you're
like,
relying on
if you
the
do that-
global, the red global.
Yeah,
Or
okay,
you're
but if
relying
you-
on the
if you
bond
do that-
thing, of the apples thing.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
if you do that build, you either need to like sit on apples and plus on apples, or like sack brainstorms, sack your gate triggers, kind of thing.
You know, I forgot about. I might actually try that with the apples and the global, and see if that actually does give you just enough to make it to where you can do the door and the pants. Because I think the door
don't
and the
think-
pants at level 3 is actually really good. Like I think that
I think
really
it's
good.
amazing. I honestly I think the gate combo is really good with the Futaba. It gives,
Yeah.
gives you the,
Panther?
st- yeah,
Yeah.
the Panther combo gives you the stock to be able to rest counter and anti-damage counter.
I don't like the Panther combo.
and I think I was
Reason
okay.
being is that to get the ping and to get the stock, you have to reverse. It's not you get a stock on attack, and then if you reverse ping, it's not ping on attack if you reverse stock. It's reverse or get nothing.
Yeah, but I mean, other decks run combos that do less than that on reverse. So like, it's
Yes.
not.
Yes.
And
but-
I never really liked anything that said on reverse, unless it was to circumvent something that they were doing.
What about Shinobu? I still remember those days when we were building Monogatari and how you were saying Shinobu was amazing.
Yeah, she is. JC Shinobu is amazing because she dodges on reverse.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
JC Shinobu is amazing.
Yeah. Sure.
Still
buddy.
worse than Snail.
It's definitely worse than Snail, I think.
I think in any world where like Kashima is okay, this is probably okay too. This isn't as big as Kashima and it doesn't dig as much, but like
What?
What?
This is as big as Kashima.
It's bigger than
it's
Kashima.
slightly smaller. It's
It's
no,
12.
it's the same power. It's the
No,
same
it hits
power.
the same. They both hit
Yeah,
12
it's the same power.
on full field.
It just digs one fewer card.
I mean, you're probably running.
You're probably having the foot up on field, and you're playing
Yeah.
the gate.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like I think in any
The
world
card
where
is, like,
Kashima
15K.
playable, and I think most of us listed Kashima as an option in Kantai, and I think in any world
I
where
did
that is an option,
I mean, no,
this
like
is too.
Panther's not. I think Panther's not a bad option because she's not that great. Like, I think in an ideal situation, yes, you would play Panther, but the problem, like, I think as we just discussed that, you don't.
Right,
It's not
you-
that there
you
are
have
better
to give up
options. It's just that
something
you have to
at level
you have to
one,
spend your
yeah.
resources elsewhere.
Right.
Yes, that is the only issue, honestly. Like
It's
that
kind of
would
like
be
it's
the
kind of like
ping-
Monogatari though, right? Like you're giving up the
Like-
1-0 Shinobu search combo for the 2-2 cat combo, and as a
Yeah.
result, your level 1 game sucks dick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
Like,
but
wait,
2-2 cat is
I-
like, oh man.
Yeah, but 2-2 cat's actually broken.
Mono-
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
it's
no, it's
not.
not broken. But the thing about thing about 2-2 cat is when you're sacrificing a level 1 game for 2-2 cat, the payoff is more immediate. Like you get a really good payoff much sooner than like if you sacrifice a level 1 game in Persona for all this extra stuff. Like
Yeah.
maybe
It's-
instead of sacrificing our level 1 game, we should just play Morganacar.
Oh my
God,
God.
that doesn't. No.
all
Don't-
aboard the meme
No,
machine.
Holy
See,
shit. But
you know what-
there's
what's
this
gonna
1-0, dude, there's a 1-0 Nor that's just pay once
Yeah.
on Morganacar.
Yeah,
Busted! It's fucking
It also,
busted!
it also makes your
Pay one
Morganacar
plus.
like 7k plus on
And
offense.
see, do you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna play Morganacar, and then your opponent's gonna magically trigger a win. It's gonna trigger bounce, and you're gonna
Who
cry.
fucking cares? It's funny.
Oh
You're
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
play,
yeah.
You're gonna
Who
play
cares?
one.
You just
You're gonna
lost.
play
You just lost
one
your
copy
entire
of the car,
board.
one copy of the car, and one copy of the Nor. And if they're playing wins, you just don't use them.
Oh my, this sounds so bad.
I think it's fine actually.
It's probably worse than it sounds, but
It sounds pretty bad.
Like the Noir is just a 1-cost plus if you still have the
it really
Morgana
is,
car.
yeah.
You don't need to use the car, and it's
No.
still a 107k.
Wait,
it's a,
you
just-
yeah, it's a
Dude, no.
1-0.
You just play 4 of the Noir and you play 4 of the car. You play 2 Noirs in the back and you spawn 2 cars. They're 9k.
But they're only
God.
9k during your turn.
Yes.
That's fine.
They're one.
You
Like,
have
no, no, no,
109k
no.
You
beaters.
just,
No,
you
no,
just
no, no, no.
spawned
See,
two
I feel like
109Ks for 1 stock each. That's actually pretty good.
I no, but like I feel like you're looking at this and like the apples combo does the exact same thing, but it's a little better.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
like, I am just waiting for someone to use Morganacar, like make double Morganacar, and then accidentally put the one with the markers under it underneath the other one.
Wait,
That'll be a hell of a play. Pay 4,
Wait, how
discard
does
4
that
cards,
work?
lose everything.
Yeah, so like you marker 3 under one, and then you take the other one and you marker it under the second car. So
I don't think-
when you do that, all the
No.
Oh, no, you
You
can't do
have
that.
to
Yeah,
mark-
because it says
you
all.
have
On your
to
first
mark
Morgana car,
all-
you suck up everything else anyway.
You suck up the
You
other
have to
Morgana
suck
car,
up everything.
unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah, that's that.
Oh, it's put.
Oh, you know
everything-
what I just saw?
What?
The bonds to the apples as glasses trade.
Oh, okay.
OP.
Yeah, OP, OP.
Oh,
Nice.
oh baby.
Actually, yeah, like, I haven't actually looked through the whole set yet, but there's no fan or Yukata trade cards in P5, right?
No.
Rip
They're not.
me.
P5 is pretty standalone, safe for execution.
Well, I mean, like, I say rip me, but that means I don't have to spend any money, so I guess I win.
They
Yeah.
should have just like made the PRs like a Yukata card, a Junes card, a crossdress card,
Actually, yeah,
Yeah.
that would
That
have
would've
been
been
good.
cool.
a sports
Well,
card. I
well,
mean,
ta-
sports
hey,
is
hey.
a set.
Hey, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
sports
I was
is
gonna say,
yellow.
Sports.
Technically, sports got support with the skull combo.
But
Is
the
that-
issue is
wait,
that
is
the
it?
sports cards are yellow, and the sports card before were red and green.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Like, okay, the 1-0 promo 1500 backup is 5 times the price of the 102k backup.
Is it?
That
But
Bothers
one
bothers
has
because,
cute girl on
it's
it, and the other one doesn't.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah, it's
One
because-
has,
Depends on if you
one
like
has best-
girls or
one
if you
has
like
best girl.
furries.
Wait,
One
wait,
is best
wait,
girl.
Connor. I thought that was your waifu. How can you trash on her? How can you trash her?
What? When did I try? I didn't trash her.
Yeah, yeah.
5 times more expensive because it's a girl. Other one's a fucking cat. Thing.
That,
Does
yeah,
it
that,
even
I
qualify
guess
as a
that's the one of
cat?
it.
Well, we've been like talking about unimportant stuff for a while now.
Yeah.
So I guess
Let's.
I think
we can wrap this one up.
I mean, does anyone have any other topics they think can fit in like maybe 10, 20 minutes? Because we've been going for about almost 2 hours now, so I think maybe, yeah, like, we could wrap up here, or we could go for like
I
maybe
think
one
we can
more.
just wrap up at 2 hours, and 2 hours is actually a good stopping point.
All right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm pretty happy with what we covered. You know, we managed to spend an hour and a half talking about our top 5 decks and sort of things like that. We rated the most recent sets, and we got to shit talk each other. So, all in all, a day's work. Yeah.
We got into a
Right.
screaming match about Little Busters.
Yeah.
It's almost like another day on Discord, except for the bit where we trash each other's waifu on Monogatari.
Hey,
That is not an invitation to start.
hey.
Yeah.
Look,
Okay.
Just because.
all we know is Chris is wrong for choosing the snake.
No, I'm
Agreed.
Yes,
correct.
I agree. Nadeko is unarguably the worst. There is a reason she was
Pretty
written
sure
out of the
you're
story.
unangry was the worst.
That doesn't change the fact that Nadeko is too.
What if? No, never mind.
No, continue.
Whatever. Okay, so I'm looking through the list here. We can talk about the power-up packs since those are coming out.
I mean,
I
like,
think we should
so-
say that for next time because that is actually a big topic we could talk about.
I guess, yeah, actually, I think, like, given the date of their release, because I'm planning to have episode 2, like, sometime, like, pretty soon after the new year, so, like, at that point, they'll be been out for, like, a week or two, and we can properly evaluate, like, their effects on it.
Do you know what we
Okay,
haven't
then.
talked
Because
about?
I'm just really excited to shit talk all, like, just shit all over the aliens pack, the SOS pack.
Do you know what we haven't talked about?
What?
We haven't talked about the Exodia combo in Rabbits whatsoever.
It sucks. We
It
can
sucks.
move on.
It's pretty bad.
It's
It
pretty
sucks.
bad.
Next
No,
topic.
Okay,
Morgana
okay,
deserves
okay,
more
so-
time than that combo.
Okay, so we can talk about anti-burn and its place in the meta right now. We can talk about Charlotte and Log Horizon.
I don't think Log Horizon has a place in the meta.
Okay, I'm just gonna
Okay.
say if anti-burn was in a set that was good, anti-burn would be broken.
Yeah.
Anti-burn is a very broken effect.
Yes, 100%.
But because it's in a
do
set like
think
Log
that
Horizon,
I do think that
and-
Zystral Charlotte isn't a bad deck. It's
No,
mainly by the people that played.
I think
I don't
Charlotte
think
has
I think
I mean,
the
Sisters
most
is-
broken brainstorm
It's not.
in the game.
Yusa Misa is not a good deck either, though. Like, I don't think that you could say it's a good deck.
No,
I think
it's a fine
has-
deck.
It's a
I
fine
think
deck.
Yusa
It's
Misa's
fine.
fine
I actually
deck.
don't think like the now brainstorm is what you want in your back row.
I love the now brainstorm.
I think you just
Probably
want
not
it.
in the
Like you
context
probably
of
have
that
that
deck.
and the 1/1 assist, right?
Yeah, like in the context of the deck, that's
yeah.
what you want. But the problem is that the now brainstorm on its own is just so broken. You have to play it. Like, it's just way
I'm
too
really
good.
not sure that I want the now brainstorm over the spammable search brainstorm.
Oh, that's fair. That's a good point, I guess.
I mean, sure, as a
you
brainstorm
could
effect,
easily
maybe.
say hold the spammable until you need it, because you don't always need the spammable, but you might always want like the
Compression,
stuff
yeah.
you get from now.
It's just
Yeah,
like, it's just
but
free
now
compression and a discard
It
outlet.
pluses and it's good
It's-
compression.
It's the same thing you do with Little Busters. Like you hold the water gun Haruka until you actually need it. You never like
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
so.
Okay, and the thing is, like, yeah, sure now has traverse, but your board
But
is
so
like
does Yusa
a
Misa.
billion.
Yeah, like, I mean,
Your-
the
your
only
board
I
is
think the only downside to
huge.
now is that she doesn't, like, she taps herself, so you don't get to give her free power. Like,
Yes. I also think the top end being able to recycle heals for free is extremely strong.
it is, yeah.
Yeah.
That 1/1 assist.
Like
is, like,
like if you when you combine that with the fact that the other change target is a fat scry, like it's really good.
Yeah, like you play the heals, heal down to 3-0, then you play Fat Scries, you have anti-burn, and you change back into heals the next turn again.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all there.
And you, like, against a lot of sets, the now actually denies, just straight up denies an attack.
Yes. I mean, like, it's basically not anti-damage, because they're still getting stock. It just, you just don't take damage. Usually.
Well, they also don't get stock. They also get stock when you anti-damage them.
Yeah, so that's what I mean, like, it's just anti-damage rather than preventing an attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's still really good. It's just, like... It's just, I don't know, so something about the deck just makes me not want to play it.
I mean, it's the same issue that a lot of decks have, that when you don't draw the level 1 combo, you get fucked hard.
I guess that's an issue with most decks, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
what it's...
I think.
Like,
I think
But then, like,
decks in the game
let's talk
where
about
that is an
why
issue.
does that make
I
Charlotte
actually
worse than other stock soul combos? Because Charlotte
Because
has
for Charlotte, you have to
anything.
jump through more hoops to get out. It's a 1/1, so you either have to pay 1 stock for it, plus the stock soul, or you have to change into it, which is clunky. Like, that, it's...
So, like, are we saying that like, if Charlotte was to get a power up set or a comeback campaign, that fixes
Not
their
even,
level
not even
1?
that, like, if Charlotte was to have, like, Prince, like, a red or yellow Prince, I think that would make it, that would push it. Because then
And
you
would
just,
that
you
make?
just do stuff
Would you
without
guys
no, no,
agree
I
that would make anti-ping broken?
No.
as it-
See,
No,
I
that
don't
would make
think, I don't
anti-ping
think that's
broken.
what the deck needs.
I don't think that's
I
what
think
the
that
deck needs at all. It needs like a climax swapper at level 0 or something.
no,
Like a
I don't think the climax swap is what it needs either. I think what the deck actually needs is something like the festival Jinsu. Is that her name?
Yes.
The
Yeah.
search
Yeah,
the
the
on demand
002K,
search
yeah.
CX.
Yeah.
I think that is if Charlotte got that, it would be a good deck.
Yeah, 100%.
But at the same time, you can make that argument for almost any deck.
Right,
So,
but also
yeah,
in the
that
same
card
vein
is
though, having that
amazing.
card wouldn't make the anti-damage broken. I think that's the very critical point. Like, to make anti-damage good, you would need to have...
anti-burn.
like... to make anti-burn, like, super good, as in, like, worth being super afraid of at all times, it would need
The
to
rest
be...
of your deck also needs to be like very good.
Exactly, even if you put anti-burn in, say, Monogatari, like, sure, you have Kaiki, you have Kaiki clock kicks, and it's still kind of like, eh.
I think it would be good in Monogatari.
It would
Like,
be
I
good,
think
but
if
it wouldn't be
Monogatari got
amazing.
anti-burn,
I
Monogatari would
think
be
if you put-
fucking nuts.
I think if you put anti-burn into any of these series that we've been rating at like 7 or higher, probably, or like 7.5 or higher,
Yep.
that's where it starts to get really good.
Oh yeah, like, yeah, like, for
The
example...
issue is the set itself needs some way to abuse the anti-burn. So it, like,
Yeah.
Charlotte actually has the perfect level 3 board in terms of abusing the anti-burn.
Yeah, because you just
Yes.
tank and survive.
Like, it doesn't actually get a lot better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, literally the only
No, I
thing
agree. Like
is,
their level 3 lineup
like,
is very
your level
different.
2 is strong, your level 1 is strong. Like, the only thing that has issues is its consistency.
Yeah, so just print a Kome.
Yeah, because you need
Yeah,
to,
just
like,
give
search your level
Charlotte
1
Kome,
1.
that's what it wants.
If you like the 1/1, you need to like Ricky for it. Then you need to have 2 stock at level 0. So that's like already starting to get iffy, and you can't really multi-field it easily, unless you sack multiple copies.
Of the 1-0 to change, yeah.
But like once you get going, if you have like 2 of the 1/1s out and the 1/1 support, the deck just goes off, and the opponent can't really come back from that because you protect the lane with the counter, like for sure.
Yep.
And you can, if you don't have the climax another turn, you actually get your stock back and still kill your opponent's lane.
Yeah.
Like once the deck gets rolling, it's really fucking stupid.
I mean, that's just the thing though, like,
The issue is
it's
you
just a
need
case
to
of
get
the
to that
upfront
part.
investment. Yeah, the upfront investment is like so much higher.
Yeah.
Whereas that's the thing, like, like I1 and Prince, and to an extent the yellow Remy from Girlfriend Beta, like, they're all stock souls that have a pay 1 on the attack, so they cost less upfront, but it's not as good to repeatedly use them. Whereas I think the thing about Charlotte is that getting to that stage is a lot harder than it is for like all these other decks.
Yeah, basically.
So, yeah,
Because
just print a Kome.
it's not
Just print
only
Kome.
like the 1/1. You need to have the like not only the front row. You absolutely need the back row.
Exactly. Just print Kome. Easy.
True.
Oh goodness.
I think
I
that,
mean,
that,
yeah,
that that's my
Kome's
that's
also
gonna
a
be
card
my
that
new
would make
go-to
every
solution
deck.
for any set. Like, oh, this set's bad. Oh, just print Kome. Oh, that set's bad. Oh, just print Kome.
Yeah, Kome.
Dude,
Yeah,
if,
Kome's broken though. So
I think
like, that,
I think if Kantai had Kome instead of Jinsu, that would be even better, probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think if
that's-
Kantai had
no, but that
God.
if Kantai had
No, but
Kome
that's
instead of
because
Jinsu,
Kome's-
I would put it above Puyo.
no, that's because Kome is broken. Every deck with
But
Kome would be good.
Now you should imagine Puyo with Coleman.
Puyo with Kome, that sounds. Oh,
How about
Oh.
LB with Kome?
Sure,
Yeah, LB with Kome would be even better, I think.
that's
'cause
also disgusting.
That's pretty disgusting. Oh.
LB doesn't
Guys,
have
how about
hostage skill
Vivid Red
at the
Kome?
moment.
What?
How about Vivid Red with Kome? So we could do nothing because Vivid Red sucks. Where's my power up?
I think that,
Kaleidoscope with Coleman. Go.
see,
I mean, Kaleidoscope basically already has Kome. Like, not exactly, but very close.
Well, yeah, you have a lot of climaxes in your hand, but
Yeah.
you want more.
Yeah.
These are things that just shouldn't happen ever.
And yet,
Kome shouldn't have
for
happened.
some reason,
Just make a Shioko promo that's Kome and that's available for every set.
nice,
True.
nice.
It's just off trait for every
That-
set.
Yeah, just no
Ways to
traits.
kill
seems good.
wise 101.
No, because you can't make it like not off trait. Because if it's off trait, then little busters can still play it,
OP.
and that's why little busters is top tier.
A2 search for Shioko. Your Shioko, get your 2 soul.
Nice. Side with Shioko, deal 2 damage, perfect.
Oh god.
We've gone on for too long.
We
The
definitely
gas
got
has
too long.
run out.
Yeah, that's gonna be it for now. So I guess next time, whenever next time is, we'll talk about some more interesting stuff like the power-up sets. But thanks if
Oh,
you
and
stayed,
maybe
if
by
you stayed with us
next-
for this long. Thanks, I guess, and I'll let everyone say bye real quick before I cut off. And I guess we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Later.
Excellent sucks.
Bye.
Peace out.
Blue Rinne.